I'm nervous.
It turns out I have to press a button that says go live.
Oh,
Who would have thought? Oh god. Okay.
yeah.
We got
Oh god.
Johnny.
Oh
We got
god. Oh god. We're live.
Colin.
Second.
They're over here.
Let us know if we're too loud or too quiet, guys.
Yeah, how's our audio?
Yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3.
Check. Can everyone do a clap?
Hi,
Oh,
I'm a
me.
ghost.
It was nice meeting you
What?
too, Grip
Why
Tape.
is your video disabled, Johnny? Oh,
My video?
disabled by me.
No.
Why would I do that? Without even knowing.
Okay.
Damn, Joe is really canceled. Yeah, Joe's in traffic, guys.
I know we said that the first time, but this
But
time
it's
he actually
really true
is
this
in
time.
traffic.
This time, he might be waiting to get in traffic. Why is Joe Flex? Oh, yeah, that's Joe.
Let me see.
You are funny, man.
Should I do what I did
How are
last
y'all
time?
doing?
I'll
How
just.
how are we doing, guys? This is how I'm doing. I'll give you guys a little life update right here. Monday, I'm working, and my foreman drops on me. He goes, "Oh yeah, Fernando is sick with COVID," and I was like, "Oh shit, I probably should have known that before today, because I've been working with the guy, right?" So on Tuesday, I didn't really felt a little sore throat. Test myself for COVID because I had home test kits. Tested positive. And then I couldn't go to work, right? I text my boss, can't go to work. He says, "Okay, you're done for the week, basically." And then he says, "But go to the clinic and get a positive test, and I can pay you for the week." So Wednesday comes, I go, I wake up in the morning and I test myself again. I test positive once more. Then I go to the clinic and I get a result of a negative test. And so I just basically got to miss a week of work without getting paid for it if I had gotten that positive test. And that story was terrible, but it's because I have COVID, like a foggy COVID brain right now. It's the only symptom I'm having. That was awful. I'm sorry, guys.
And that's why we didn't
What?
record a podcast this week.
Yeah, also, we didn't record a podcast.
That's okay because we have something good for us today, right? Or was that also a lie?
What?
We got something real good for today, guys. We're gonna talk about our favorite albums of all time. We all made a 3x3 tile of our favorite albums.
We
I think
all
that when
did
you
this.
get those, what are those big one? The YouTube music community does those like big ass like 50 album ones, and then you're just at that point you're just like fucking putting good albums on there. You're not putting your favorites anymore. There's no way you can even have that many albums that you're like constantly listening to,
Oh,
in
dude.
my opinion.
Colin, did you have, when I was making mines, I went through the first nine that came up, and then I went through like my Spotify playlist, and I had to argue with myself. Which one should I replace? Did you have any of that?
I'd say that I had like 8 that were like locks, and
Mm.
Are we
then
posting
the
these anywhere?
9th.
Put them
We'll
in
just
the World Genius Discord, and I'll throw them up on the screen.
okay. Um,
Also, I don't know if you guys are watching the stream, but Joe had just joined us.
What? Joe, what?
Joe is here with us.
I can't see.
let me see how that looks.
Oh, that's good. That's real good.
No spoilers, please. And
Meathead.
I'll be right back. I need to go pee.
Okay. Meathead, the stream did not glitch. We actually had 400 viewers that day. It's that was one of our shining moments, me and Johnny. I feel peer pressured around the time to make sure my Spotify rap will be socially acceptable. Can't have my homies knowing I listen to Drake album. Hmm. You know, over time, I'd say maybe 3 years ago, I kind of cared about that when I would talk to people. But after like losing contact with most of my friends and family, I really enjoy Spotify raps now because like the shit that comes up that I've been listening to, like, and I listen to pretty obscure or stupid stuff. So I'll have like a Kids Bop album as number three, and that shit makes me laugh so hard. So I think ignore that. You gotta go straight into the not socially acceptable.
Wait, are you talking to Johnny? What are we talking here?
No, this guy Connor is saying he feels peer pressured to make sure Spotify Wrapped is socially acceptable by the end of the year.
Oh. Yeah, that's why you just get Apple Music, dude.
You know, I tried Apple for a while, but I felt like I was missing out on the Spotify Wrapped.
Yeah.
Apple does the same thing.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they do. I just but there's no pure.
Not as good.
You get the
Mm.
same thing, but there's no peer pressure attached to it. Like you don't feel the need to share it.
Where am I posting this?
Maybe World Genius General.
Oh, that's Colin has some good ones on there that I didn't think about.
You can
Damn,
edit
that's
it when you.
that's surprisingly wholesome, I guess.
Mine?
Yeah.
I'll go over my criteria when
Mhm.
we get to it, but I think everybody should just do whatever, however they feel, because it's only 9 albums.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Let's see.
I feel like here's the situation that I found myself in. A lot of like I have like certain artists that are album artists, like usually like a handful of artists, they have like every single one of their albums is like totally listenable.
Mhm.
And then like just random like one-off albums, like usually you're either good at making an album or you're not. And some artists just have like all the fucking best albums. Oh shit.
Man,
Okay.
I kind of spoiled yours a little, Colin. You wanna go first, or you wanna wait a bit?
Yeah, I can go first
All right,
if you want.
let me pull yours up. So I was thinking we can make this a little bit of a, you explain, also we interrogate,
Oh,
kind
maybe
of.
I would even put the one that we have the same in the same place. That's kind of crazy. It looks good up there.
All right, guys, this is my 9 goated albums. Not I don't even know if like these are just okay. First of all, I just want to say, I only did one album per artist.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I think I probably would have put Discovery in there, and I also want to say, fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Discovery and Random Access Memories are pretty much like even with me, but like I got into Discovery like later on. I mean, obviously I listened to it when I was like younger, when it was like more relevant, but Random Access Memories was the album that I like really fell in love with Daft Punk, and I like listened to that shit like every fucking day, and I had it on CD in my old car that didn't have aux. And that's just like, to me, the best album, like start to finish, in my opinion. Just like the production quality, like the I don't know, just like I think Daft Punk like is so mystical and like
They're pretty
larger than
bonerific.
life. Yeah, they're like everything about them. They're just like the perfect artist where they're totally mainstream, but they're like so low key, and like I'm just so not ashamed to like rep them and shit like that. I don't know. I'm not really doing a great job here, but anyways,
Before we
let
go
me.
on, Do you have merch of any of these guys?
Yeah, okay. I have Daft Punk merch. I have like hundreds of dollars worth. I have two T-shirts and I have a giant poster, and that thing's worth like $5,000 supposedly. My shirts are worth like 250 each because they don't sell merchandise anymore.
God damn. Which one do you like better, the gray guy or the gold guy?
The gray guy, Thomas. Yeah, and then okay, so then moving on to the right, we got Plastic Beach. I think that the Gorillas, up until like their more recent albums, they were one of the artists that just had like the perfect discography where they had no misses. And I don't know, it's just that's a fucking iconic album. It came out in 2009, and like I think that for whatever reason, pre 2010 electronic music is just like the best music to me. Like you can also see that with Glass Candy, which is directly below that, and then below that is Soul Wax, which is that album came out in 2017, but Soul Wax is like a classic like 2000s electronic music. That's kind of my favorite genre is like indie electronic, I'd say.
When
And
that
then
shit.
god damn, this is like kind of like long-winded doing the whole fucking thing myself.
No, no, no.
9 albums.
Well, I
Okay.
remember when the fucking indie electronic scene blew up, like 2010 to 2014. And
Hmm.
I gotta say, that was probably the best half decade of my life.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I've really wanted to get more into electronic music, like deep house and everything, but it all to me is like significantly worse than that indie electronic like golden era.
Mm.
And I just feel like after that era was over, I kind of just like, oh, I think a lot of people did this where they just went into like rap, you
Yeah.
know? Like I just kind of got into hip hop after that. I wasn't really satisfied with indie music anymore, obviously. I think any genre, like once they've done it like enough, once it's overdone, it's just kind of dead. I think rock music's like dead. Uh Classic rock, like all those genres are punk. I don't know. It's all kind of dead, and there's like occasionally a really good album that comes out, but it feels like all the sounds have been like made already. And even rap, I feel like now is like kind of dying, or the current era of rap is pretty much dead to me.
I
We'll
think
see.
going back to what I told that guy, was it Connor? As soon as I got into stuff like Kids Bop and Mini Pop Kids and like Hampton the Hamster, like my actually enjoying music just changed. Like I no longer looked for good. I actively tried to look for the worst things I can find.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is like everybody else's experience, but music just like since like 2017, like it just hasn't been as good, in my opinion.
I think once Pop Smoke died, everything changed.
Pop Smoke fucking like really could have changed the game, like unironically.
Hmm.
Like he was so fucking talented.
Now I'm surprised you put that last Strokes album.
Oh, Johnny and I both really love that album. That's like a really good album.
Mm.
The New Abnormal. It's just like that's like my vibe right there. Like depressing and then melodic and also like electronic elements, I guess.
You know,
And
when I remember when Angles came out. You remember that album? That was like kind of on the
yeah.
fence whether it was good or
Yeah.
bad. They had a hit
Yeah,
song that
that
was really nice.
Machu Picchu or something.
I
Or
think so.
there's another one that's at the beginning of that, the first song on that album.
Yeah, yeah, I think something like that. And I remember I was in high school. You'll remember this call because it was late at night. I was like, I'm gonna take a bike ride and put on some Strokes, this new Strokes album. And I'm
Hmm.
just riding like maybe 9-10 p.m. just enjoying the song, and then I get hit by a car. So, so after that, I haven't really listened to the Strokes the same way again.
Dude, I think the new abnormal is like it's like literally like S tier Strokes.
Mm,
Oh, and the song I was thinking of is Under the Cover of Darkness.
that
is the
one,
other
yeah.
bit.
Do you ever get into the
That's funny.
Voids?
Yeah, I listen to it, but I don't usually like I've never like listened to their discography, but obviously when I like put Apple Music playlists on, they just put that shit in there for me.
Mm,
So I've enjoyed their music, but it's not necessarily like something I listen to on a regular basis.
mm.
And then starting on the second row, we got Heartbreak Kodak. Johnny and I were pretty hard into this shit. So Kodak Black is probably my favorite rapper, and this album is just like sleeper banger after sleeper banger, and it also just like Kodak Black's love songs are so fucking hilarious, but they also just like fucking slap, and I love when he sings so much. Like that album really made it feel like I had like this like special connection with him where I understood him but nobody else did. And I was like, this album is so fucking good.
It's really good. And then he'll throw in like a love song, but it's like about his boys too, which is another thing that we related to. Me, Joa, and Colin played the fuck out of this album. We played it to death for like 2 years probably. And then coming back, whenever you take a little break from it, coming back, it's always good. It's a great album.
Yeah. That's a good listen. If you guys are at all into Kendrick, sorry, not Kendrick, Kodak.
Heartbreak Kodak.
Yeah, Heartbreak Kodak is like probably his best
best
record in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
it's crazy because it's like that album got no traction whatsoever.
Yeah, I've never heard of this.
There's not even a song on there that
yeah, I think he put Codeine Dreaming on there, but it was like already a single that had come out like 4 months earlier. Like, it's a good album. Kodak's like very into the seasons in like a bizarre way. Like he has like a Halloween song, his Christmas songs. He just like fucking makes a shit ton of music.
Yeah.
And it's all good.
Valentine's Day, but I don't love you, April Fools. who can come up with something like that other than Kodak?
All right.
He's a big holiday. He's big on the holidays.
Yeah, Kodak's a fucking big holiday guy, man. And he's an misunderstood guy, and once you like have a connection to him and his music, it, for whatever reason, like if
you feel invested in him.
I've had dreams with like Kodak Black in them multiple times. I feel like we would get along in a bizarre way.
I remember when that 2016 freestyle came out. I think that's my most watched video on YouTube.
Oh yeah, dude. I want to do this on a podcast segment eventually, or maybe we could just do it today. But we should do like a ranking of the rappers from that XXL freshman 2016 class.
That shit is so good.
Because that's pretty legendary. It's kind of crazy though, because there's so much like star power in that shit, but like 21 Savage and Kodak both have like just had like a lot of like staying power and like consistent success. And then Denzel Curry is like more like hipster rap
still, but
yeah, that's not really my thing. I don't really blame anybody that's like super into him. I've tried, but it's just not for me.
That was a crazy year though, because there was like Lil Uzi was on that one as well.
Yeah, Lil Uzi was like a fucking superstar.
Yeah, Yachty. When he gets everyone to say he's like Yaz with him.
Yeah.
Or is that 21's verse? Oh,
I think that was 20.
Dude, there's a part where like we can watch that video. We should. But I think it's Uzi shouts out Kodak, and before then Kodak Black, like for sure, those of you that don't know, he like has like Asperger's or like some sort of autism. Like he has like some sort of social disorder. Like up until like super recently, he didn't even collaborate with like anybody that like didn't grow up with him, which is part of the reason I like him.
Who'd you have next? You had Glass Candy, but you mentioned them a bit. Oh
Yeah,
God.
Glass Candy. That's just a fucking amazing album. If you guys have never listened to it before, it's like a 2007 vibe. Definitely like a hipster anthem, and one of the best like indie electronic music albums ever, in my opinion.
And that like
I don't know,
20. Oh yeah,
2007. I was
2007.
listening to that shit in middle school. Yeah.
Damn. What is it? Because they're from a Seattle label called like Italians Do It Better. I think that's what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, they also are what's the other fucking they're the
Chrome.
same dude has like it's a dude that's like the producer, and then he has like different like female fronts. He has like a different band.
Johnny
called
Jewel.
Chromatics.
Yeah.
Chromatics, yeah. No, it's not Chromatics. Is it Chromatics?
I think he's in Chromatics. I think they're like related. He has the little
Yeah.
like does he still have them? Oh, maybe that's just for a photo. He used to have these little diamond tattoos under his eyes that I thought were kind of cool until I grew up.
That guy's a legend. I was super fucking into like Chromatics and everything. I don't think that Chromatics music aged as well as Glass Candy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a really fucking good record. Probably one of my favorites on this whole list, if I'm being honest.
That's like I'm thinking of that Chromatics album that came out, the famous one. And that album I used to use that to make me feel like a little sad. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
like something like pretty melancholic about it, and I can never get that back every time I go back. Except for the Neil Young cover. That one kind of works. But everything else kind of has fallen.
All right. Well, next album we got is Good Kid, Mad City. I don't really have that much to say about it, but it's like obviously just a fucking amazing album, and I listened to it like 300 times probably. So I kind of have to put it on here. I don't really have anything to say about it, like interesting or like I don't. But it was just a really good album, and it's like conceptual, and it's just like literally just one of the best rap albums ever, in my opinion. And it's kind of like I don't know. I don't really like rep it, or like I'm not gonna like fucking talk about it at like a party or be like that cringe guy. But it's like just an amazing album.
Did you ever
And
rep
then
Damn?
No, I didn't rep Damn, but I fucking listened to it. I liked
Mm,
Damn, but I just didn't rep Ken. I mean, I don't really like rep Kendrick like that anymore. Ever
mhm.
since like maybe in like 2015, I probably did. But yeah, I don't know. I think he's an amazing artist, and he's just like really good for hip hop, obviously, because he like cares and he puts a lot of effort into his music, and he changes his sound frequently, and I think that that's what a lot of like the great artists do. And it's probably like I don't know, it's probably really stressful like when you do like big like conceptual albums that like have a unique sound every time. Like I think Daft Punk kind of did that, where they ended up just like retiring after Random Access Memories, because it's just like probably just fucking completely exhausting, or like having to come up with something brilliant every single time.
Mm.
And To Pimp a Butterfly is good. I like all of Kendrick's albums. I think that it like speaks for itself that every time he releases an album, it's like a big fucking deal in like the hip hop community and in the white boy community.
Do you remember when he released Control? Because I
Yeah.
remember exactly where I was when that song came out. I was on the 605 freeway, and I was just thinking, I had a little YouTube video pulled up with the lyrics. And, I was in traffic just like looking down every once in a while to see what he actually said. That shit blew me away.
Braun just said Kendrick drop is just a big cultural event, and I totally agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just good. He's just good for the culture overall, for sure. And next we got like this is kind of a bizarre one. I Love McConan. self-titled album. Well, I love McConan. I'll say like just like fucking fell off the face of the earth. It is like pretty much fully cringe now, even though I still listen to him and follow his career. But this album is like I fucking love this record. I listened to it so much when it came out. And also like all the unreleased shit that's not on this record, that's just on the like Super Chef and Too Much, and there's just like a lot, dude. He had so many like good fucking hits that are just totally like unreleased music and aren't like cleared for Apple Music, and he just like burnt out really quick, and his career got blackballed by Drake, and he got skinny. But like this era of I Love McConan was like straight fire. I loved it. And then that's Soul Wax from Dewey. That's just like a really good electronic music album. They're like from Belgium or some shit, and they have like really generic ass like English lyrics, which I like, with just like good electronic music. And I don't know why. When I first listened to this record, I didn't even like it that much, and I just never stopped listening to it.
How'd you find it?
It's Soul Wax. I don't know if you like
Mm.
follow Soul Wax. They have like, I mean, they're pretty. I don't. The song "Crack" is probably their most famous song. That's like from the 2000s, but they're pretty like legendary for that, for like the 2000s era music. And this is like this is not as popular. Like this album didn't really catch on, but it's really good. And then we have Sebastian Tellier, Sexuality, and I found this from just like being on the Daft Punk wiki because I'm a huge Daft Punk nerd. And I think Guy Manuel produced it, and it's just like some French guy that makes electronic music, and he only writes love songs and like sings about love making. And it's like he's a fucking really good artist, actually. He's like not even just this album, but like his whole discography is pretty good. He has like good sad ass bangers, and then also just electronic music. Anyways,
The more I look at that album cover, the more I like it. Oh, is that a nipple?
It's a guy on a horse, and he's on top of a nipple.
A woman.
Yeah, it looks like a desert, but it's actually just a woman's nipple.
Okay, now I'm back on the neutral.
Anyways, we can move on from here.
Are we going to mine?
Yeah.
Or Andrews?
No Mount Erie. Yeah, see, that's like one of those albums that's supposed to be on the top.
Braun, it's funny. Someone said we're drinking No Mount Erie, 0 out of 10. Both are on mine, buddy. You guys are getting
read it and weep.
Yeah, read it and weep. I got both for you.
Sorry,
we might disagree on which one. Half of mine are like splits between two albums.
Ooh.
And one of them's a joke. But I have an actual one that I'll talk about when we get there. First is Dawn by Mount Erie. This is an album that is just a absolute powerhouse banger.
When do you put that really out?
It's this let me look. I think it's 2008. This is an older one. But if you guys don't know about Mount Erie, that is a rabbit hole that will be like life-changing probably for you if you're into it at all. If you don't like it, if you don't like sad, slow, like poetry music, you're not gonna like it. But if you do, his whole discography is just insane. He was like very sad, and then got sadder, and then got happy, got married, had a baby, and then boom, I'll let you guys listen to A Crow Looked at Me and figure out what happened after he got happy for a little bit. but he's sad again, guys. He's sad again. Let me say that.
He did a interview with Needle Drop, and he was saying how his like 6-year-old daughter now listens to 100 gex. So he might be happy again. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe. That's funny. I mean, he might be happy with it. I'm sure he's probably happy just having a daughter, you know, little memory. But
now, did you get into him from the microphones, or did you find Mount Erie by yourself?
Just from Mount Erie. I had a friend who showed me Mount Erie, but I then discovered the microphones after Mount Erie.
Erie's just famous for having good albums. You probably know about them because all their albums are really good.
Yeah.
It's one way to get your name out there.
Mount Erie is probably one of my favorite alternative singer-songwriter vibes. Next is science fiction. This is for anyone who likes like Nirvana, like grungy stuff. I don't even like Nirvana, but this is like Nirvana if Nirvana was good.
Dude, this album is
brand
fire.
Brand new.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Brand new is like, so I have all these like all my foremen and all the white dudes in the trades are all like into like more hardcore shit, or like kind of like all the songs that kind of have the screamo elements. This is like the only thing I can like talk to them about sometimes, depending on the dude.
Yeah,
but this album's fire.
It's phenomenal.
I love
this
all
album. The way.
This is a good.
This is a good
like,
album.
From the top.
Yeah, this is a good album that you can just listen to all the way through. Same with Dawn, but this is one of my favorite all the way through albums that, like, if you're on a long drive, just put this album on. It's really good driving music.
Okay, we got a comment. Isn't brand new lead guy a POS?
Probably, but shut up. Next, we already talked about A New Abnormal is by The Strokes. I don't like any single out. There might be songs that are better than a single song on the. No, I don't know. Actually, what? Let me look at the track list. I forget what it's called, but I think it's the third one. It's like one of my favorite Strokes songs ever.
Selfless.
Selfless is one of my favorite Strokes songs ever.
Now, I've always been I don't even know if this is actually a real fight, but the Strokes versus Interpol. I've always been more on the Interpol side.
I never listened to Interpol. I don't even know.
Oh, Selfless and Ode to the Mets is also one of my favorite Strokes songs.
I love Wire Sunday is so depressing.
Yeah, another banger. But we already talked about it.
At the Door.
The next is my first controversial one, I think. Corbin's Ghost Without Skin. I like this album all the way through more than I like Mourn. But there's songs on Mourn that I think are better than any single album. But this is another one that I put on like when I get to work in the morning. I'll put on Ghost with Skin just because it's like mellow and I like listening to it all the way through. I don't like having to, if I don't like, because we just like we have like Alexa at the shop. So I don't want to, in the morning, I don't want to be switching up all my shit, I just want to say, hey, play this album all the way through. Ghost Without Skin is, Ghost with Skin is my go-to probably for like morning chill vibes at work. Tiger's Jaw self-titled is just probably might be my most listened to album of all time. Probably.
Really?
Yeah, I like it. Tiger's Jaw is just one of my favorite bands.
Now, I didn't ask Colin, but how many of these people have you gone to see live from either of your lists?
Oh, shit. I've seen... I mean, I've only seen Kendrick Lamar live out of all of them from either list. Yeah, I don't really go to see live music that
I'm
much.
not a live music guy, really.
I am, but it just I don't really know when anything's playing and then it's gone.
What about you, Johnny?
Kendrick was really good live. I saw Kendrick live. Otherwise,
I've seen Mount Erie. I've seen Brand New at a festival a long time ago, but it wasn't like good. Like it was like I caught like 10 minutes of them. I haven't seen the Strokes. I was supposed to, but I didn't. And then I haven't seen Corbin. Have seen Tiger's Jaw a lot. Have seen Alex Cameron. Have not seen Echo. Have not seen Modest Yahoo or Daft Punk, which is my real one that's hidden underneath of this tile. And I haven't seen Crystal Castles, obviously.
Daft Punk hasn't toured since the year 2007.
I like Deftones, but I'm not like super into them. Higgsy. But yeah, Tiger's Jaw is just probably one of my favorite bands, and this is my go-to album if I want to put an album on. It's just classic, bunch of hits, good all the way through. Next is Forced Witness by Alex Cameron. I'm a big fan of Jumping the Shark as well. It's like
I could have put an Alex Cameron album on my list for sure. That's like an album artist for me too.
Yeah.
I think that's like one of the people that threads like all four of us actually.
Yeah, this album is just.
I like Miami Memory the best though. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, Forced Witness. Yeah, Forced Witness is really good. Yeah. I was just looking at the tracks list. Yeah, Miami Memory is like pretty much the same tier for me though. But Country Figs is like one of my favorite songs ever.
Yeah, I feel the same way about Jumping the Shark. Jumping the Shark is like my other top Alex Cameron. Yeah. Echo 2K. This is another go-to like work music because it's just like so good all the way through. Beautiful.
I remember the first time I ever heard this album too. I was leaving my relative's house after Thanksgiving. It was me and Amy. And this thing came on like Spotify recommended. I was like, let's check this out. And we're driving back to Pasadena and this fog all over the mountains. And I looked at Amy and I said, this is beautiful.
Dude, I gotta say, one thing that like really makes an album for me is like the connection you have like with your friends with the album. Like me and Johnny listen to the New Abnormal a lot and it's on both of our lists, but it's like when you have somebody that loves an album as much as you do, like that's just like the best because you don't really if you don't have that experience, you don't get to do the full fucking listen through like with somebody, which is like an awesome experience.
Yeah.
Like like the full album listen with a homie that's equally and you guys are both just like orgasming at different parts or somebody appreciates like a song that you kind of overlooked and it gives you a new perspective. That's like the best. And like my homie, like me and Ian used to be like album guys together. Like we fucking listened to albums all the time together when we were like 17, 18, and like those are like a lot of my favorite albums. Like we used to listen to fucking like the Wall all the time. And I didn't put that on my list, but obviously like fucking Pink Floyd's like legendary for their albums.
Higgsy, I think
Andrew's cracking up, but
oh, am I?
Fucking yeah, I saw you crack up when I said I listened to The Wall.
Oh, I thought you meant my mic. I got scared a little. No. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm cracking up. I mean, that was Joe's favorite too. So
Joe likes The Wall?
No. Barrios. You don't remember Joe? He was.
Oh,
yeah.
Joe Bar.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Oh, Joe loves The Wall.
So I got that side of it. But I was gonna say, like, it's funny you're saying that because my favorite albums, because I drive so much, are like the albums that like really keep me awake.
Okay.
You know,
you
like
know what? You know what my Awake album is?
what?
Fucking the Daft Punk Alive mix. Have you heard it?
Is that the live
It
album?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
live
yeah.
album, which is like super fucking legendary and amazing, but it's like it has the crowd in it,
Mm,
and it's like the energy of the crowd like gives me goosebumps because it came out in 2007, and it's literally just like a mashup mix of their first 3 albums,
mm,
and it's like you just know that it was like blasting people's minds into another dimension because like what they were doing in 2007 versus like what was a bit like there's literally nobody right now that's like as progressive as they were back then,
mm,
and they were the first people to do like a huge high production electronic music show. It's like fucking like Skrillex probably, like, or there's so much money in electronic music now that it's like being replicated, but they were like the first people to fucking pour like $500,000 into the production for their live show.
mm.
So it was like literally just blasting people's minds into another dimension before anybody else was doing that shit.
And they did a shit ton for anime too, with that music video.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that
Dude,
whole
and
album, Interstellar 5555, is like
Hmm.
amazing.
my next one, Modest Yahoo Youth, is actually a disguise for Discovery by Daft Punk. Even though I do love Modest Yahoo Youth, that is a joke one. But Discovery is underneath there. Discovery, I played it on vinyl earlier today, right over there.
Dude, it was fun doing this just because I like listened to some of those albums, or
Yeah.
like I had
Yeah.
a reason to, and that was like a really awesome experience.
Yeah, and then my last one is Crystal Castles.
Yeah.
That
Just 'cause
one's
it's
such a
like-
crazy pick, but I love it.
It's
No,
it-
dude, Crystal
but
Castle.
like if
I mean, I just haven't thought about it in so long.
I felt the same way until like I do it every few years, like since this album's come out, and like I find it every few years, and it just immediately brings me back to like riding my fixed gear and listening to this, and it like cures a little bit of all the bad shit that's happened since then. It takes you
Dude,
back before all that happened.
It feels like music could have gone in a better direction to me. Like I'm happy with what we got, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Man.
We could have
That felt
gone
like
full
just
Crystal
objectively
Castles.
better. Yeah,
We could have brought Ghost Wave back.
dude, Air War is like one of my favorite songs ever by Crystal Castles. And then also we said this, like the Crystal Castles was like my like Vanished by Crystal Castles was like my MySpace theme
Ooh.
song. It was like very agreeable, just sick music in 2009, whatever year that was.
I feel basic, but my favorite has always been Not in Love. With the Cure cover too.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. I mean, I almost put The Cure on that's one of my favorite mainstream artists.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I need to use the restroom real quick.
Yeah, I like I mean, I
Okay.
mean, I'm just gonna say I like Disintegration a lot. I listened to that album like 30 times, and then I tried to get into their other albums, but I liked Disintegration so much that it was hard for me to like their other albums.
That's so funny because the only Cure song I really like is Friday I'm in Love. And I tried listening to like Pictures of You or Pictures of Me, whatever it is. It's like, this is no Friday I'm in Love.
It's like the complete opposite experience. Yeah, The Cure is fucking amazing.
Man, let's do you have any? Let's see. Well, Johnny's gone. Let me go over some of these comments.
I need to grab a beer while Johnny's gone.
Okay. I'll stall. Higgsy, going back a bit. We're gonna play D&D when Johnny gets back, probably. Anyone in here? Did everyone like the D&D episode? We were pretty proud of that. I feel like I already said that at some point, but we had a lot of fun doing it. We just it kind of ended up dragging for a bit. Let's see. Beach House? Beach House was great. Beach House was like a very, speaking of, I can like link songs to very specific moments in my life, but also literally where I've heard them. And I remember going on,
Yeah,
I was on Pitchfork in my attic in Cerritos, and when I first heard Norway, and I did not understand what I was hearing
what Norway by who?
by Beach House.
Oh, by Beach House.
Yeah, and I remember thinking it was Beach House and Fever, oh fuck, Fever Ray. That's what it was. Those two that actually got me into cool music. Before then, it was, I mean, Pierce the Veil. Exclusively Pierce the Veil. That was what I was listening to.
I don't even know who Pierce the Veil is. Huh.
Wait, Johnny, say something?
An awkward silence after that. Oh, Johnny's muted.
Andrew, I you'd when you were talking about Pierce the Veil.
Okay, I had a feeling. I saw your mouth move. But Teen Dream is such a great album. In fact, they all the way up to Cherry Depression or Depression Cherry, but they kind of all sound the same to me after a while. I think Bloom was the peak for me. Let's see. Don't know Glass Beach. Yeah, Fever Ray tracks. I actually like the first album the most, and everything is kind of, I guess I'll say this when we do mines, but I had The Knife on for my. Have you guys ever listened to The Knife?
No. Glass Beach is like I think they're like a Fullerton band. They're pretty cool, actually. They're like real small, and I'm surprised this guy knows who they are.
What about the Mulan OST?
Andrew, I've sent you a Glass Beach song before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, for sure. Yoshi's
Dude,
Island.
I gotta give.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you go, Colin.
One more shout out to what Andrew said, like where there's an album that you remember where you were when you heard it the first time, and I wanted to give a shout out to Hermitude, Hyper Paradise. Not that song, but the album, and that's like one of the genre kind of died, like Flume kind of style electronic music, but Hermitude's a lot more indie than Flume. But at the time in like 2014 or 15. I probably even heard that in 2013, but like I heard that album and that shit like blasted my mind to another dimension. I was in my friend's van and we were listening to it and it just sounded so fucking good. That's a good record, actually. Hyper Paradise by Hermitude. They're from Australia.
Andrew.
Yeah.
It's the time.
It is my time. Let me get up here. Dean Blunt's cool. I don't remember Pierce the Veil, like, at all at this point. I just remember having long hair. Never tried Cage the Elephant, even though people said they were good. Wash Dad's cool. They used to be cool. Built to Spill was going to be on mine, Eric. So let me get to mine.
Camping in Alaska, the most Midwest emo band ever.
Man. MLE, I don't know if you guys know this, but how big of a Built to Spill fan I was for years. And then I went to go see them live, and they weren't that great, but they had one song that blew me away, which was Age of Consent by New Order, and that was their encore. And I can't believe how good that cover was, actually. But
dude, don't you miss the New Order phase? Actually, I don't really.
If you guys like camping in Alaska, that was a phase. You guys should listen to Merchant Ships. Merchant Ships is the best Midwest emo band.
Okay, I only know 2 of these albums.
Yeah, I kind of went all out on not memeing. But speaking of the New Order phase, I'm still in it. I've never left.
Okay, but can we talk about how 80s music just doesn't sound good anymore? Generally, I think New Order probably sounds pretty good.
I completely disagree.
I don't know what happened for me.
Lee Hazelwood is dope as fuck. Oh yeah.
I got what is it? There's a couple I had to drop. I wanted to make it a little. I wanted to put at least one more rap album, but and then one anime thing. So I'll just get the anime one out. All the people who like Monogatari, you should listen to the soundtrack because that shit. I remember there's a song on it called like Fuka Tome. And I sent it to Mikey, and I was like, "You got to check this out." And he texted me 2 hours later, and he said, "Dude, when you sent that to me, I was on a bike going down a hill, and I put it on, and I got a boner."
God, I missed that motherfucker.
So if you guys want boner-inducing bike treks, I definitely recommend
I
all
miss
that.
that motherfucker so much. God damn.
I know he's in a better place right now.
Yeah.
But just one more thing about Monogatari is, you've seen like Attack on Titan or Naruto where like every 30 episodes they change the like opening title.
Yeah.
Monogatari does that every 3 episodes. Completely
Really?
completely new graphics, completely new song. So even if you don't like the song, you could be like, let me just wait this out for 3 episodes.
Mhm.
There's some new, isn't there like some new anime called like Chainsaw Man or something like that? What's the one on Hulu that's like super poppin'? It had like a 9 point something on IMDb.
Yeah, that's Mr. Chainsaw.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Are you memeing me?
No, that's it. It's probably the most hyped thing I've ever seen. Like,
Oh,
imagine,
Chainsaw Man. That's what it's called. Chainsaw Man.
yeah. Imagine if, I can't even, like, the closest thing I can think of is Attack on Titan, but it's bigger than that.
Really?
Part
it was
of
like
me-
a super famous manga, and then they made it into a.
Yeah. And they got, like, a really great company to make it. But I don't understand the hype completely. But we'll save that for our anime episode,
Okay.
where we will spend 3 hours talking about anime. What is it? Atrocity Exhibition's my next one. I think so. Speaking of remembering where I was when something came out, I was so I loved Triple X. I thought that was a great album. I think it's kind of fallen over time for me personally. And I think Old was great. At this point a little underrated, but a lot of the songs on there are kind of shitty. Just in terms of like I don't like the party songs that much. But at this time, what was this, like 2017, 2016, 18? Was I in senior year? 16 or 17. I was in class and I was like, oh great, the Danny Brown album, it's gonna drop on Saturday. And then I check like, I don't know, fucking Pitchfork or something in class, and it said Danny Brown album out now. And I got up, put my backpack on, and just left my class. And I just went to my car in the parking lot and I just sat there and I listened to it. And I got through the whole thing and I thought, my class starts in 5 minutes, but I'd rather just hear this again. So then I was like in my car from like 4 to 6 p.m. and then I just drove home feeling satisfied.
I need to re-listen to this record because I definitely listened to it like back then, but I listen to Triple X more frequently.
I think When It Rain is probably Danny Brown's best song, and Pneumonia, because the beat, the triplet thing that's going on, it just sounds so weird and so like beguiling. I can't explain, like, I don't know anything that sounds like this album with Danny's like signature voice and then the incredible sample work. What is it? Like for example, like the weird one on When It Rain, like I'm a big sample person. I don't know if anyone knows this really, but like a lot of my research, I don't even know if you guys know I do research, but like my research takes a lot of inspiration from like quotation work. So like, looking up
What
work,
research are you doing?
like academic research.
You get paid to do that?
No, I write papers and stuff like that.
Where do they go?
To the trash usually. But
Interesting.
a big part of it was like okay, so rap is the most interesting genre by far because it's the only genre that uses samples in okay, so I guess there's an Adam Neely video about this too, but like why is it so weird that there are no rap covers? Like that's a really interesting quotation question because that's very cultural.
Uh-huh.
But then like why are they so involved with sampling and quotation in that way? Like what's the difference there? Why are rock bands able to just cover so easily when rap songs can't? Or quote unquote can't. Like the
Yeah.
only cover I really know is the Snoop Dogg Lottie Dottie.
How about Undecided Future covering Kendrick Lamar's "You"? Or sorry, I not you. You would be weird if they covered that.
I didn't even know that's considered a song. But anyways, like on When It Rain, he samples a Delia Derbyshire sample, who is most known for the first Doctor Who theme song, I think. But she's like such a big pioneer in electronic music, like from the 60s, 50s, the BBC polyphonic, whatever they are. But just like I love when you see like really weird samples like that where you don't expect like Hit Boy does a lot of this where it's like why are you using these super like how did you find this thing? Like Dr. Octagon's another example like using a Bartok string quartet for one of his that shit just turns me on. But anyways,
I like that too. Like, I think that it's cool that like the producers like listen to, or the people with that mind like listen to music and like kind of pick it apart in a different way. Like, oh, I could use this in a similar way a DJ would. Like, oh, this could sound good with this.
oh, it's incredible cuz it's like if you listen to the samples they use, you would never think of like even when you know it's been sampled this way, you can't see yourself doing it like that or at all, you know? So it's just DJs are underrated. Producers are underrated. Which is also why I think a lot of like modern rap has gotten kind of boring because it's just like especially when it hit Young Thug's Too Much Fun. I think that was the one that broke me. Whatever that album. Where like it's just like kind of tropical sounds, no samples,
Yeah.
just like a really loud crash for some reason. Like have you noticed how obnoxious a lot of the beats are now? Like the like backbeats are just like they just hurt your ears. But anyways,
Yeah, I don't like that tropical sound. Like ZZ by Kodak. It's
mm,
like people fucking love that like tropical ass sounding hit, but I just can't stand it.
oh man. We got a fucking Sonic Boom fan in the chat. That's great to see, Brent. But what is it? I'm third one broadcast. I've always been a big broadcast fan. Have you guys ever listened to them?
No.
No.
They were uh there's three deaths that I remember, and I'm forgetting one of them. But one of them is Trish Keenan of Broadcast died in like 2011, and she died around January 12th or something like that. And I remember the next one because it's around the same time, which is Harry Nielsen. Those are the two deaths I vividly not remember because I wasn't alive when Harry Nielsen died, probably. But I listened to a lot of Broadcast and Harry Nielsen, especially in January. But Broadcast, imagine if you took like very experimental like psych rock, and then you just mix it with like a French pop singer that has like very mystical like lyrics. Uh, I mean, it's hard to sell them, I guess. There's nothing like too special about it, but they are my favorite band, and I hold that to my day. So, till my death, I mean. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Trish is awesome. Cocteau Twins is on there. That's my fourth one, and I'm
just listening to them. I got that album.
the Four Calendar.
Yeah.
I think this is a sleeper cell in the Cocteau Twins catalog. There's a, I mean, I feel like I'm pulling out like a lot of music theory history when I'm doing this, but like, what's really special about the Cocteau Twins is you know the big meme of no one can understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
And that was like, well, they started as kind of like a Bauhaus, like punk, post punk thing in the 80s. Kind of made like witchy, I think a little bit trashy music, like Susie and the Banshee style. And then
Yeah.
over time, they became more and more like The Cure and
Yeah.
more unintelligible. And this is a famous story about Robert Smith saying the album he would play at his wedding is Treasure by Cocteau Twins.
Hmm.
And even if I don't like The Cure, I still think that's a really sweet statement.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
so like my kind of meta narrative of the Cocteau Twins is they were coming up with this dream pop, which inspired Beach House, of course. Unintelligible, and then they slowly get more and more intelligible. You can start to hear what they're saying. And by the time you get to Four Calendar Cafe, the reason why it's completely intelligible and you can understand lyrics is because they just had a kid. And a lot of this album is them talking to their kid about what they want them to be and like I don't want you to end up like this and I always care about you. So it's a really like it's this really full circled cycle of like having like nothing to say to having like something to say to someone else. And I think it really culminates in this album, which I think is really beautiful.
Badass.
Also, there's tons of bangers on this album.
Yeah.
Man, there's a really famous fuck, what's her name? Faye Wong. Have you heard the Chinese cover of a Cocteau Twin song?
I have not.
I'll send it to you. They did Faye Wong's this like Cantonese artist in the 90s who
Mhm.
did a Cocteau Twins cover and they did Cranberries. Dreams or whatever, and it's so
Yeah.
good. But moving on, I'll talk about this one shortly, but circulatory system. This one I think no one knows. But if you were ever into Elephant Six Collective, which the most famous person is Neutral Milk Hotel. The big three, Neutral Milk, Apples in Stereo, and then Olivia Tremor Control. I think that's the three. And they're basically this group that did a bunch of like 90s. They wanted to make the next Pet Sounds, Beach Boys, through like a Atlanta, Georgia like style. Of Montreal comes from this era. The Minders, the Gerbils. Uh, but these guys are more psychedelic. So moving on from that. Brotherhood. I think this is my favorite album ever.
I need to listen to that.
I think
So, what are your other favorite '80s artists that you like really rep?
mm,
You like Gun Club?
I haven't listened to a lot of Gun Club. Uh, hmm. It's hard to say. I like Soft Cell a lot. Do you know that Tainted Love song?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they're actually really fucking horny. If you ever want to give that a shot. But I also like oh man, I used to have a list of my favorite albums. Let me see if it just comes up suddenly. Otherwise, fuck it. But I'm a big Prince fan as well. Are you guys Prince or Michael Jackson?
I like Prince.
I'm more of the R. Kelly type.
We know who Buckethead is, yes.
Is Buckethead from the
No,
80s?
someone's saying, please tell me someone knows Buckethead. We do. I try every day to forget about Buckethead.
Oh, I got
He haunts me.
so me, Rodrigo, and Peter actually made a list of every album we like from every year. So I got Talking Heads, even though it's kind of a basic pick. An unbasic opinion is their best album's Naked, the 1990s album that no one likes because there's a monkey on the cover. That
Song
sit
So
down on
High
that.
is really good. But I was responding to a comment.
You tripping, Andrew? Tripping about what? Oh, do I like Talk Talk? I love Talk Talk. That's another one. I was trying to do a Talk Talk song for karaoke, so I realized I can't do it. The Cramps is
we all
also
have to perform one song off of each of our favorite album coming up next, guys.
I'm tripping about Naked. Now listen to Naked again. I swear to God, it's good. Also, Songs Ohio. Ohio?
Yeah,
I really like that guy. I remember his death too, actually.
he did as hell.
Yeah, he real did.
That's like a song, or that's like a artist that like transcends genre, kind of. You know,
Definitely.
it's like you can't really place him anywhere.
He's a weird one. Like Sparkle House or Sparkle Horse is another guy that's kind of like that died more recently. The guy who was in Silver Jews, that was a big one. If you ever listen to it.
I remember where I was when he died.
I do too, actually.
I was in a parking lot leaving a show. I don't remember what show, but I remember when he died. That's for damn sure. I was leaving the observatory.
I have a very similar story, which is I remember when he died, but I don't even remember where I was really. So I was.
Silver Jews is. Yeah.
I think they are a top 10. I was also the biggest Pavement like fanboy in the world for years. Actually, speaking of places, songs I remember in places, every freeway in California, I have a Pavement song related to it. Which
you guys don't have to debate about what Joa listens to. He only listens to Drake.
Oh, Skinny Skinhead! Thanks for the $5.
Sometimes he listens to Alex Cameron, sometimes Alex G, but those are the only three.
Dorian Electra, we'll give him one more.
Oh yeah, he listens to that. Yeah, he's definitely expanded.
$5 donation. Yeah.
Thank you, Skinny Skinhead. Shout out to you.
I had this funny when I was the biggest Talking Heads fan junior year, and you remember? Did you ever have a class where you had to do mock juries or like mock trials?
No, but I've heard about that kind of stuff. Seems epic.
In AP US history, we had to debate. It was like pro or con, should Lincoln have freed the slaves? And it was pretty insane. And I don't remember what side I was, but the way I dressed up. So I think you guys know, but the chat doesn't. It's just which is my dad used to be like 400 pounds, like six.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, he was huge. He was like a big guy. So
what the fuck?
And I've always been like kind of don't care how I look, like don't buy nice clothes. Like have my mom get shit at Kohl's and I don't give a shit. So, I dressed up for the mock trial and I wore my dad's like blazer. And I looked like I put it on and I was like, oh, I kind of look like David Byrne right now. With the big suit. And I came into class and the teacher's like, Andrew, what are you doing? It's like I'm about to argue why Lincoln should have freed the slaves.
Shut up! You're making it like you might lose a really easy argument.
Oh man, I'm trying to think. I think one of the statements I said, like, what is it? I said Lincoln may have freed the slaves, but did he really free himself? I think that was my closing statement. And I think I got a D on that. But anyways, the other oh, what were you gonna say?
That's worth.
It was worth. Tom Waits came out in the 80s. Elvis Costello, The Cramps.
Yep, Elvis Costello is pretty sick.
Beastie Boys, best album, Paul's Boutique. That should have been on here. Talk Talk, Sonic Youth, Nick Cave, Spaceman 3, Jesus. Sorry, I'm just kind of reading all these things. Devo. Yeah. These are all things that I still... Beat Happening. I still love all these bands actually. What I was surprised when I was making this list is I was like, I don't think I have a single thing for the 70s. And then I made this list and I realized I think the 70s is my favorite decade.
Interesting.
Yeah, regrettably, I guess.
Okay, let's hear some of your faves.
Neil Young,
Yep.
After
Harvest
the
Moon.
Gold Rush.
That's 90s, right?
Harvest Moon?
I'm
Harvest Moon
after
came
the
out in
Gold
90s.
Rush kind of
No,
guy.
no. What is it? New Moon? Which one do I like? The black and white one?
I don't think anyone knows
Harvest
that one.
Moon came out in like 74, I want to say.
Discography. Oh, Harvest Moon 92.
It did not come out in Harvest.
There's Harvest. He had Harvest in 72. Harvest Moon in 92. Harvest Moon is fucking
okay.
slaps.
You guys ever buy the Pono? Do you remember that? When Neil Young tried to make his own iPod? But it only took FLAC files.
I'm sorry. I told Chris to make a 9x9 and he just posted it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have him come in after.
Oh, yeah. What else?
Oh, what the hell?
And 70s. Can is such a big part of my life. Leonard Cohen, Modern Lovers, Todd Rundgren. Oh, the definitive 80s band I'm thinking of is XTC.
Bro, you're kind of a name dropper.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm reading a list.
You're kind of name dropping, bro.
I definitely am.
Andrew, your next one on the list I found about recently. I found out Lee Hazelwood from We All Make the Flowers Grow.
Oh, that song's so good.
That's one of my favorite songs ever now.
So, if people don't know, Lee Hazelwood, before he worked with Nancy Sinatra, is that it? Yeah, I don't care much for her, but she's cool, but whatever. But when he had two albums, which is the Town Called Trouble or something like that, and the Not Very Important Peoples. And what he would do, I am an average paper enjoyer. What he would do is before every song, he would have a little skit, and they were so good. They don't make any sense. Like for example, on I Got a Friend from this album, he's talking about Tarzan and Jane and their marital relationship. And then he goes into this song about how his friend got banned or killed because he resisted book burning. And it's so bizarre. Like Flowers, We All Become Flowers, or whatever that song is. I think the skit is about this coroner who has a little sidekick who's a Native American who would drink all the embalming fluid. But he respected the guy or something like that. And it's a weird thing. But I don't ever rate your music. But Lee Hazelwood is kind of the old school Alex Cameron to me in terms of humor. His songs that are funny are really funny, like Alex Cameron. But then they're also.
Do you like do you like Townes Van Zandt?
I haven't heard. I haven't listened to him. I'm gonna put him down.
You should listen to Townes Van Zandt. Legendary. Almost same vibe. Almost different, but.
Welcome, Chris. Chris just joined the call, guys.
Welcome,
everybody.
Chris.
Everybody say happy birthday to Chris. It was Chris's birthday less than 24 hours.
Thank you, guys.
What did you just turn? 30?
24.
24, young buck.
I'm finally too old to hang out in front of the high school.
They have signs about you, Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a legend, brother. They're gonna hang your jersey up in front of the high school.
I remember walking down these halls.
We're gonna get the
you guys
Chris
had-
9. Yeah.
You guys had really good ones.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, Andrew's almost
Gun
done.
Club.
I
Yeah,
think Andrew's almost done. Yeah.
Oh,
Let me just.
He's
hit
got
these.
2 more.
I got
Give him
2
his
more.
time.
Yeah, give him his time.
Let
We're
me
getting, like,
speak,
the whole-
Chris. God, your birthday was 2 days ago,
Yeah,
man.
Chris. Relax.
Guys, we're getting to Chris' top 9 albums. It took him about 2 minutes to come up with them, so it might not be too deep.
I do want to ask before we go on.
He
Just
had
kidding,
this
Chris. I
ready.
respect
He
that.
had it ready.
I respect it.
Do you guys have a favorite punk album? Because I feel like none of us put punk.
Yeah, I have a bunch that I really like. Maybe there's definitely some Descendants in there.
Dude, I'm sorry. Descendants, like their logo and the people that like them are so fucking cringe.
You know
I
what?
don't even know.
I don't care what you say. I used to love the Descendants like a lot. They were one of my favorite bands for a long time.
Dead Kennedys, by chance?
Maybe
Yeah, I like the Dead Kennedys when I was a kid.
AFI's like first album or whatever. Is it their first album? I think it is. But that's like a very punk album as opposed to what they are now. I forget what it's called. I have it right over there, but it's the one with I want to get a mohawk, but my mom won't let me.
You know, a group I don't think's talked about too much in the scene is Dead Milkmen. You guys ever listen to
AFI's Answer That and Stay Fashionable is like banger. What else? Other punk bands.
You say Adolescents? Sorry.
I'm not huge on the Adolescents. I like the Adolescents for sure. Suicidal Tendencies are alright. I think they're one of the more overrated.
Cro-Mags?
That's the one that everybody
Screeching Weasel is one of my favorite. Well, they're punk. There's punk. Screeching Weasel is like one of my favorites of all time. They're more like ska on the ska end.
Hey, what did you listen to in the tattoo shop? The
Which
one in
one?
Fullerton.
Ceremony?
Either Lowrider Oldies, which make me want to kill myself because I've heard them so much. And there's for all the people that are into Lowrider Oldies, there's not that much Lowrider Oldies, so you hear the same stuff over and over and over again. And there's some of it that's good, but there's some of it that's not good. But there's not that much, so you just hear the same songs over and over, and you go crazy. And then like punk stuff. But I curated our Pandora to like not play certain bands.
Dude, I love when you really fucking beat a Pandora's ass. I haven't done it in a long time, but you like teach it. You're like, no. It's like training a dog.
The Clash is one of the best punk bands of all time for sure.
Yeah, the Clash.
Yeah.
They transcend the genre as well.
Yeah.
I don't even think of them as punk, really.
Yeah.
I do think that I like the term like transcendent because like all the great fucking musical artists are always the ones that are like Bob Marley or like
you can't
Outcast or something where it's like it's like so fucking good that it's not even a genre.
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't even think like when I think of Outkast, I don't think of like a rap group. I just think of like just like one of my favorite.
Just them, right?
Group.
Yeah, exactly.
You just think of them. You just think of them and their music.
That's who else is I want to hear who you guys think is transcendent.
Modest Yahu.
Yeah, he really united the. I don't know who he united.
Shellac's a great band. I don't know if you consider them punk or post-punk or whatever. Big Black as well. Like those Steve Albini fucked up projects. But I was never I have a surface
Shoreline
level
Mafia.
Shoreline Mafia transcended trap
for sure. No, I think Corbin's transcendent. Honestly, I think Corbin transcends genre for sure. I mean, he is like a kind of an indie R&B type rap, you know.
Dude, I loved Spooky Black back in the day.
Spooky Black is just legendario. Who else is
It's-
transcendent? I think the Strokes are transcendent for sure.
Yeah, I can agree with that for sure.
Taylor Swift.
It's like genreless, yeah.
Taylor Swift is the definition.
Sonic Youth,
Transcendent.
King Cruel. I don't know. You guys
Cruel
are like
is great.
digging too deep. Like the transcendent artists are like right in front of your fucking face.
Yeah, like Taylor Swift.
Like the fucking Outcast is like
Justin Bieber.
No, that's just pop.
No, I know.
Oh, Daft Punk. Daft Punk is the most transcendent artist,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Well, Gorillaz too, actually. Now that I think about it.
Oh,
Gorillas
Gorillaz.
are-
Yeah, Gorillaz.
Gorillas are probably the definition of transcendent.
Yeah.
Actually. They're probably the most if you don't want to call it transcendent, the most versatile and the most
no. It's
they
like they
take
have like
everywhere.
the fucking songs that my dad likes, and on the albums that I think are like a fucking 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's transcendent
I would
right
say
there.
Kanye is probably transcendent.
Yeah, Kanye is
Yeah.
totally transcendent.
It's funny
AG
because
Cook, AG Cook's niche. AG
yeah,
Cook's
too
not,
niche.
he's very him.
Dude,
which
my dad
like.
and I
think
have to be
he's
able
like,
to listen to it together if it's
Yeah,
transcendent.
your dad's not gonna like AG Cook.
Books. The Books is one of my favorite groups, but they are way too niche.
Weird Al is a comedian. He's a genius. He's a smart guy, but he's a fucking comedian. I don't like silly. I like some silly music, but I'm not gonna listen to fucking a song about reindeer or something.
I think you're just too old for Weird Al. I think like after middle school, people are just.
Dude,
I
who
think
makes good music? We should talk about comedy music real quick. Like, who's got the best comedy music?
Oh, Babytron.
Dude.
TJX6.
Probably.
Yeah.
I feel like to me, Alex Cameron is like comedy.
I think Alex Cameron's my
No.
legitimate. To me, Force Witness is the funniest thing that's come out in a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that
I guess
Alex
so.
Cameron. It's like dark humor,
But it's not
comedy.
it's not even that. No, he's like it's more political than it is like
Yeah, well, I mean, like I would put Dorian the same way with My Agenda.
That's true.
It's very political, but I think it's hilarious. Like,
Yeah,
but it's so clever the way that they did what
the
they
Lonely
did.
Island.
Oh yeah,
shout out Lonely
super
Island.
funny.
No,
That's
no
so
shout
funny.
out the Lonely Island after they took away our stream.
Yeah, they fucking nuked it.
No, they did. That's
They
how they're
did.
making their living.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
they
don't like
cut-
Andy Samberg, but I like him in Lonely Island.
But why not? Huh?
Dude, fuck Andy Samberg.
Wait, can you put your head down so it looks like my head or my body's on your head?
Chris, do you ever feel like you have a future in comedy?
Dude, I could. I just don't. I don't know. Like comedy's just like
Alright.
weird.
Yeah, comedy's whack. I agree with that.
It doesn't pay off as fast as I would need it to.
Dude, no, the problem with comedy is it's like a social scene. It's like, fuck that. You know?
Yeah.
You have
The
to make
real
connections.
move
Fucking
is to be
losers.
funny, like online, and then start doing stand up. Like starting doing stand up's really weird.
No,
Yeah, the grind. I hate the fucking the comedian grind. Like those people like go do like little open mics like 8 days of fucking a week,
Look, you make
and they
Yeah.
suck. It's
You
like
make,
write
like-
a fucking joke.
just make like
Well, the-
20 banger tweets, and then that's your stand-up routine.
That's literally Brandon Wardell,
Mhm.
like word for word. Who I'm not. I don't know. He's cool. If he's watching this,
Look at that. That's a good joke right there.
I'll say,
Chris is a
speaking
genius,
of
guys.
comedy music, the first song I ever listened to, there's 2 songs, and I was in 5th grade. The first time I ever heard music, which is weird coming from a pianist who played since they were 5. But the first time I actively heard a song, I stole my uncle's iPod, and I put shuffle, and the first song that came on was called Santa's Yule Log by Andy Dick and the Bitches of the Century. And it was like this K-Rock special about how Santa Claus came to your house and took a shit in your little like stocking.
Mm.
And as a 5th grader, that scared the shit out of me. I had nightmares.
first song I ever listened to, fucking actually kind of a funny joke song, The Ultimate Showdown, like way
All
back
right.
when.
I know the answer to the best comedy music, by the way. I just remembered.
Brand Flake. Me
Fucking-
and Andrew love Modest Mouse. We're big Modest Mouse fans.
Hey, Bran, where that anime picture was, that used to be Moon in Antarctica. But then
All
I
right,
had
here's
to
the
spice it
greatest
up.
comedic duo of all time.
Flight of the
Flight of the
Conchords?
Conchords,
Oh,
True.
Flight of the Conchords is transcendent, dude.
Yeah.
They're transcendent because that's yeah. Nah,
They're
I don't know if
so
they're
fucking.
geniuses.
They're legends, dude. They're just so funny, and they like exist in their own fucking spectrum.
Australia.
Yeah, exactly.
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
They're from New
They're
Zealand.
so fucking funny, dude. They're brilliant.
They are really.
Their show is so
mean,
good.
Everything Jermaine touches is fucking gold for sure.
Yeah, that guy is like
Oh.
legit, like supreme
a-
talent.
Yeah.
You guys are forgetting Tenacious D.
We're actively not.
I used to love Tenacious D. I did.
Yeah, I liked
really
them too when
like
I was like
Tenacious.
11.
Yeah.
I did the what was it? The greatest song in the world.
I think Bo Burnham actually has talent for sure.
Mm.
I think there's some good stuff. I think he's funny as fuck, and I think he's got some good stuff. He's also got some really cringe stuff.
Dude, you guys are bringing up some weird memories. I just thought of King Missile. Do you remember them? Detachable Penis.
Oh, those are the guys who did Epic Rap Battles of History, yeah?
Is that true?
No, I'm just kidding. I have no fucking clue.
Dude, Chris is so funny that he has beef with other funny people.
Dude, I have beef
Crazy.
with... I have beef with I have beef with like Michaels, like as a store. Every time
Yeah.
someone wrongs me, I just say it's beef.
I'll have you know, someone I'm very close to has taken a lot of stuff from Michael's, just so you know.
Oh
Put a
yeah, you
real
can steal
dent
from
into their
theirs.
profits. No, you can't.
What are they gonna do?
Don't tell the kids.
Someone working at Michaels, they weigh like
Yeah.
$110 max.
Colin's girlfriend
Stiff
used to
arm
work
there?
at Michael's.
Stiff arm their ass.
Yeah. Colin's
Either
girlfriend
that or
used to
they're
work at Michael's.
huge.
And she's
You
not
just
going to
gotta
do
time it.
anything.
Okay, I have a question here. I think this relates more to Johnny, but are you a My Bloody Valentine or Slow Dive fan?
No, neither.
Fuck, I'm a Slow Dive guy.
Hmm.
Andrew just has like when you don't watch sports at all, you just have like these musicians are rivals.
Yeah.
Let me think about some other stuff. Or
Oh,
should we
huge
just get-
question.
Let me
Johnny.
finish
We
the
both
next
have
two.
it.
Oh, you go first, Chris.
Okay, you just let this like little lull come in. The second I answer the lull, it's fucking
What's up?
No, we're putting you on the
Tiger's
spot.
job. Better or worse after Adam left?
Different. You know, I love well, I'm in a way happy he left because I love Wicca Phase, you know.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Joa's in here.
Joa.
Or fake
J-Bone.
Joa, perhaps. Does
That's
Joa
fake
like Pusha
Joa,
T?
I'm pretty sure that's fake Joa.
That's got to be fake Joa. Joa, I don't
Ah.
heard
Yeah.
Joa say a word about Pusha T before.
You haven't been on the karaoke.
All right,
screen.
if that's real
Um,
Joa, then say one of my secrets.
Then say your social security code.
But so some of
Say
my
the first
favorite,
number of my home address of my mother.
some of to answer your question, some of my favorite songs ever are Adam singing in Tiger's Jaw. Like Spirit Desire is my favorite Tiger's Jaw song ever.
Really?
And that's Adam singing.
Damn. I respect that.
All right, it's fake Joa, guys. That's not my address.
All right, let me
Have
just
you
finish
listened
this
to
off.
That album is really good. That whole album, Spirit Desire. But the song on Spirit Desire is like A1.
Yeah.
Finish it
'cause
off.
All right, we got Saitano Veloso.
Mhm.
Man, there was a kid at OSHA. He was younger than me. He was in your grade, I think. Jason? Do you remember that guy?
Yep, Humphreys.
I think so. He was a little weird, but he would send me music, and it was all really sick. And one of them we were both really into Tropicalia at the time. So Osmo Chanchez, some guy named Jorge. I don't remember, but Saitano is the one that I really like because my teacher worked with him actually. So if you like Brazilian protest music, go with Saitano for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't want to know what they're saying, listen to Tropicalia. And then 8 Ball and MJG. This one's kind of a weird pick, but the more I listened to, the first time I ever heard this album, I knew it was special. Yeah, but it's is it Memphis? Is it Memphis? Have you guys ever heard this album? This album's insane.
No, I don't know
No.
this album.
This is the craziest, the coolest album you'll ever hear. This album came out 93 or something. This was right before the G-Funk phase. And you could tell because the next album was so influenced by G-Funk, it sucked.
Dude,
But-
that's like the worst aged music ever.
Okay, maybe not hot take. G-Funk is the worst thing that ever happened to hip hop, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What's an
I-
example of a good G-Funk album?
I mean, if you guys like The Chronic, then that's fine. That's fine. But like, I think everything that The Chronic inspired sucks. I hate
I don't-
Dr. Dre. I like also what kind of came into the pictures. I love Parliament. So to hear it get so bastardized.
I think the Chronic, like, okay, I bet 2001 is probably considered G Funk too, but I think 2001 is way better than the Chronic.
I think what is it? Yeah, just everything that came out after the Chronic that was influenced. Like we had such cool stuff like Coming Out Hard, we had Bone Thugs and Harmony, like everything seemed to be going in a crazy direction. And then everything became so comatose. Like NWA was cool in the 80s, Public Enemy was there, like things were getting like hardcore political and like New York was such a big force. Like I mean like Illmatic's such a big pick, even though I think
How
it's
do you feel about
overrated,
like the newer like YG's music?
I think the best thing to come out of LA recently has been Remble. But that's because
Remble?
I listen to things because they're funny now, which is such a bad music like aesthetic choice.
LA's been pretty hot. Like I'd say LA's like the best. I think Chicago obviously was doing really good, and then New York's had like Pop Smoke and a Boogie, like some like pretty big artists, but LA like I think has been the most dominant. Also, just like the grassroots scene, like
Yeah.
Ralphie, the Plug, and like even like I mean obviously like Shoreline Mafia and O3 Greedo were more like indie like in like 2016,
And like
17.
Draco as well, that kind of thing.
Draco the Roar, yeah, they've been very influential.
Like right now, so it's become so regional. Like Sacramento's getting kind of big right now, or maybe like 2 years ago as well. But when I think of hip hop history, I think Detroit made such a big impact in like 2018, 2019. Then it kind of moved to Flint, Michigan, with like BFB.
Wait.
Yeah, like
what came out of Detroit in 2018-19? Danny Brown and what else?
No. Like people don't consider Danny Brown part of the lineage. I think like BFB, Pac-Man, and like all these like kind of like fast talking like
T Grizzly.
Or now we got Rio de Young OG.
Where's Sada Baby from? Is that a real name? Did I just make that up?
Yeah, Sada Baby has that one TikTok song.
Is he also from Detroit? He might be from Detroit. Yeah, no. He's from he is from Detroit. Because I remember Danny Brown was saying like people in Michigan don't bump his music; they bump Sada Baby. But and then
That's how it is. They famously say that Outkast like was never popular in Atlanta.
do you guys want to know a fun fact? Which is, where did Future come from?
Atlanta.
TL.
Now, what was he a part of? Which is, he was a part of the Dungeon Family. Like,
What does that mean?
With like Outkast Group and like what's CeeLo from? Goody Mob.
Oh,
So like when he was coming up, like the Dungeon Family, which is the producer group, they called it the Dungeon Family because they would make beats in his like their basement and people would just freestyle over it. And Future used to be a part of that group before he was famous, and he said that was like a big part of how he became who he was because they would be like, the only way you're gonna get on this beat and freestyle is if you had something unique. And then from that group, Future became Future. So like the Outcast like general like family line or whatever is bigger than you think it is.
The osmosis.
Yeah, the osmosis, which I always thought was fascinating. Like you can see, there's an interview where he said that kind of thing. So I'm not making it up, but
Yeah, Atlanta's pretty cool. It's like a unique city. They definitely like value like being like an individual. Or it seems like it's kind of like watered down now, but like everybody that was coming out of Atlanta was like pretty unique. Even like I Love McConan was out of Atlanta, and like it was like a completely different sound at the time. But that was like 2014 is like when Atlanta was like fucking everything hot was coming out of Atlanta.
It's hard to say because like these things
it's still like that, but
yeah, because like these things will just like pop up for like 2 months, and it's like, what the fuck? I didn't know Arizona had something, and then they disappear.
Well,
and like
there's Arizona fucking no, what is it? Who's the one song people have the song North Pole? Joe knows.
What is it? The only thing I know,
Injury Reserve.
Is Injury
Shout out
Reserve
to
from
Injury Reserve.
Arizona.
Dude, I don't know why, but Apple Music makes me listen to North Pole by Injury Reserve like every 15 songs when I put my playlist or like my play music that I would like. Can't stand that shit.
Oh, Max Jervy just said No Limit, and I just have to say, No Limit is one of the biggest influences in modern rap, at least from like 2014 to 2017. So Master P, C Murder, Silk the Shocker, who is awful. If you guys ever want a good time, when I was in high school, I downloaded a 10 gig No Limit discography, and I listened to every single album, and it's so bad, but also so amazing. Do you guys know the story of C Murder?
Of who?
C Murder.
I don't know.
So No Limit it's Master P, Silk the Shocker, and C Murder, and they're all brothers or something like that. C Murder is in jail for life because the story goes he was freestyle battling with a fan in a parking lot, and the fan won, and C Murder killed him. And
Dedication.
Yeah, dedication.
Dude, wait, fucking Hide Larry Skateboards.
Is he in here?
That's the best fucking freestyler we have.
Oh.
In our community.
Oh yeah, that's going on our clip channel. But okay, so I've said my piece. Chris, you wanna let me put yours up?
Yeah, I got some bangers.
Here, Chris.
I came up with
Chris,
it too quick.
Chris, real quick, what'd you do for your birthday last night, man?
Oh, dude, I went to a comedy show just because it was a Thursday and no one's going out. But me and my buddy are throwing a collab bar crawl on Black Friday.
How do you collab?
Because I used to hate. Oh, I hate inviting people to anything because I'm gonna forget people, and then like I have to plan it, which I hate. But two dudes planning it, that's huge. And plus, like, dude, I'm so bad at keeping a good ratio. I'll invite like the 5 girls I'm friends with, and then like 35 dudes.
Dude, it's yeah. I used to when I was like younger, I used to be like into like trying to like or like when we used to throw parties, like I would be the person that invited people. And then I just lost it at a certain point, and now I just hate it. And I'm just like, oh, somebody else got to figure that out.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking hard. As the Facebook is the move, but no one's on that anymore.
Dude, you know, it's just like you got to tell people like, oh, whoever I would be cool with coming is cool.
Yeah, that is true.
If it's a bar crawl, like that's dope because it's not like it's at your house, so it's like who the fuck cares who shows up?
Yeah, that's real. And plus, too, it's like I don't know. It's like you could just run into people too.
Yeah, you can pick up some fools on the way.
Yeah. All right.
All
We're gonna start out this list strong. Number 1 favorite album of all time, Free Wave 3. Shout out to Lucky.
Okay,
Oh,
dude, I was really into
dude.
Lucky in like 2014 when he was called Lucky X.
Yeah.
That was
He's
sick.
going from the bottom up, which is
That was
Yeah.
so crazy.
Yeah, I was like this.
I'm just gonna pick through because some of these I don't agree with anymore.
Okay, wait. Lucky's sick as fuck, but he's got. I mean, like, do you think he like has an actual classic album, or he seems
Yeah,
to me
Free
like
Wave 3. The
okay.
best.
He seems like a to me like a wasted potential kind of vibe.
I'm telling you, dude, like he turns my Honda Civic into a Hellcat. I don't think I can usually hit I don't usually drive above 65. Oh my god, dude. I could get to your house right now from Ventura in like 25 minutes if I bump this album.
All right, I respect that. I'm gonna have to download that shit. I haven't listened to Lucky in a minute.
So good.
I
His
listened
new
to the
album,
album
too.
that had the one with like the wood print album cover, the pink one.
Oh yeah. Watch My Back.
Yeah,
It's a
that's the last
classic.
album I listened to. Dude, Lucky is like super sick and like his like aesthetic and swag is like top notch, but it just felt like he was literally like as big as like XXX and shit like that in like the SoundCloud era at a certain point, and he just like
Yeah.
never took off.
He had like the
But
Red
that's
Bull
kinda cool.
cosign for a little bit. Like
Yeah,
Red
that's
Bull
kind of
Artist of
cool
the Year.
though. If an artist like stays small, like that's when you really rep them.
Yeah. Coming to my next point, forget the Sophie album. R.I.P. Legend. Replace that with any Bones album. Underground Legend.
Bones. Okay, I never got
Love
into
Bones.
Bones.
You started bottom left, then you went middle right. This is insane.
No, you went
insane.
bottom left straight into disrespecting
Chaos.
Sophie. R.I.P.
All right.
No disrespect. I'm just saying, like, but like getting into Bones, like, dude, that song HDMI, probably listened to it, what, thousands of times. It aged so well.
Just
Like Bones
your
shouldn't have
mom.
had a song with A$AP Rocky, and it happened.
All right, what else we got?
We got Acid Rap. That was like the first rap album I really fucking loved. It didn't age well, but it was really cool at the time.
I think,
Okay, dude. Okay. I got a big fucking complaint in a diss on Chance the Rapper. Okay, so he re-uploads this album, right before he uploaded his new album on Apple Music, right? Just to promote his new album, because he probably made no money off of it because he didn't have any of the samples cleared until the year fucking 2020 or whatever year it was. So he uploads it, and Juice isn't on the album, and he goes, "Hey guys, this is Chance. I couldn't get the album. I couldn't get Juice cleared in time for this release, but I just want to say I love you guys and thank you for listening." And then he never, like 2 years later, he still hasn't fucking added Juice to the album. Like, what the fuck?
What else did he
that
say?
shit cleared.
Yeah, all the streams in this song are going to charity.
Oh yeah. All this, everything here is going to charity. Fuck you, dude. Fucking add Juice to the album. This is your only good album, and one of the tracks is just you apologizing for the song not being there because you couldn't get it on the album in time in the year 2020. So fuck that.
dude,
Second of all, he fucking split up Pusha Man and Paranoia into 2 songs when famously that shit on SoundCloud was like, he put like a minute-long pause in between those songs where you're supposed to like deal with your inner thoughts or some bullshit. And it was like part of the artistic appeal of the album to all the hipsters that fucking loved that shit. And then he just splits them into 2 songs, gets rid of the whole pause thing, just so he can get more fucking streaming money, which apparently he was donating anyways. So it's like, first of all, he re-uploaded the only piece of art that he made that was stellar and just completely shit all over it.
Yeah, but he had white dudes wearing bandanas. That was crazy.
To me,
Who else could have done that?
Fuck Chance the Rapper, dude.
That-
That guy's a fucking scrub. He's so disconnected. He like accidentally was successful, and additionally, isn't he like a low-key industry plant? Like he was like independent, but his first album had fucking Justin Bieber on it.
Okay, to me, this album, Acid Rap, comes with the worst Absol lyric I've ever heard, and this is the reason why I hate Absol. Let me see. Let's see. How about you? No doubt, but I'll take a pound or two. No doubt, like Gwen Stefani's group. Look, let me put my mouth where you potty, boo.
Oh yeah, that shit's foul.
And that was so disturbing that I've never listened to Absol with a smile on my face.
Dude, Absol is like also like an artist that I listened to the song Drugs by Absol. Like that was like one of my favorite rap songs ever. But he just like never met the mark. Like it was just a big disappointment. He was on TDE with like all the fucking popping off artists, and he just couldn't make a good album. L take Colin. I don't know what my L take was.
Well, I'm kind of excited to see what album Chris picks next, because there's no rhyme or reason to this.
Oh, dude, Never Hungover Again, Joyce Manor. Huge.
Good album.
Good
Love
album.
that album. The only Joyce Manor album that I can truly say I love.
All the way through. It's probably the best all the way through album for sure out of their discography.
Were you guys ever into modern baseball?
Loved Mobo.
Yeah, I was a Mobo fan. I saw them open up for Descendants, actually. That's how I found them.
Oh, really?
I was like a little late to the game because...
For Descendants?
Yeah, they opened up for Descendants super randomly at the Palladium.
Sorry. I actually thought you said Decemberus.
No, the Descendants. Yeah, for the Descendants.
December.
It was the lineup was crazy. I didn't even know who Modern Baseball was. I saw them on accident. But it was Modern Baseball, then it was Jawbreaker, and then Descendants.
Wow.
Fucking sick as shit ever.
That's a stacked set.
Yeah. I mean, I liked Modern Baseball. Yeah.
I feel like Modern Baseball, I can't re-listen to it now because it just brings back like a genre that did not age well.
No,
like the front bottoms.
Yeah.
So cringe now.
Yeah.
The front bottoms were always cringe, but it was just good.
It's good cringe. Yeah. Title Fight's not cringe at all. Title Fight's just good.
Dude, I've been wanting to do like a segment on the podcast about like music that's like borderline cringe but still good. But that's like Johnny's specialty.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny like loves the shit that's like cringe.
Oh, let me throw this in. The fucking
good.
The maximalist hip hop production, like Hudson Mohawk. Do you remember that? Like fucking Rusty as well. Do you guys remember these people?
No.
Oh, those guys. When you listen back, you're like, what were we doing back then? Bauer.
Nope.
Harlem Shake.
I know Harlem Shake.
Like that style of music was really big
like
back
DJ
then.
Snake. Like that kind of stuff, or no?
Yeah, like more on that, and then towards the like indie scene where it's like, never mind. But that's my vote. That shit's so cringe now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, that shit fucking sucks. Shout out Daniel Johnson though.
Oh, is that our next one?
That's your next?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mainly like listening to Daniel Johnson by himself was whatever. But shout out my homie Brock. He sniped tickets to his last tour. And we saw him in LA.
Really?
And instead of they didn't have any openers, we watched the movie. The Hi, How Are You movie.
As his opener?
That sounds really depressing.
Yeah, dude. And he wasn't like, I can send you guys, I'll put it in the chat. I need to go dig for it. He had like such bad, like, he was like shaking the whole time, only played for like 20 minutes and skipped like 15 songs. Like, I can't read this.
Yeah. I mean,
damn.
like, he's
what did he die from? Like,
He's still
I know he has
alive.
issues.
Being
Obviously.
retarded.
No. Daniel Johnson died.
I'm pretty sure he's still alive.
No, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah, he died.
Oh,
Yeah, he was.
that is my bad. He actually
Yeah.
looks a lot like my dad.
Hmm.
Yeah, so just to give you a reference to that.
29. He died in 2019 of a heart attack. Did you?
Ah.
Dude, he like.
That's my bad,
Didn't
guys.
he like? Didn't he like get fucking like?
Fucked up
shit,
off
Fate's in
acid.
the Fate's in the comment
Yeah,
section.
he
I don't
got
know.
fucked
She's
up off,
driving right
like,
now.
bad acid.
Yeah, he was. He got, as the Black Eyed Peas would say. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he
He took acid at the Butthole Surfers concert, and it was never the same.
hey, get this guy out of here. Is it always the same guy on different accounts that
Wait.
does this?
Okay, let's see which one of our mods takes care of this.
Yeah, which mod is doing
Wait.
this?
What happened?
He stopped himself. He was expecting to get banned. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm not banned yet."
We got an N word
Oh,
in the chat.
Emo?
Oh,
Two
look at
emo,
it.
you get a
Two
promotion.
emo, you're getting a raise.
Yeah.
Let's go.
100% raise, actually. We're gonna give you.
It's
All
like
right, we'll see
Andrews.
if GMO 380 will behave himself when he's back in 300 seconds.
If the next thing he says is "I'm sorry," he can stay. Otherwise, you're getting banned, buddy.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's just some guy that goes around to different live streams and does that. You know?
This isn't
Yeah, dude,
Gifted
it's a
Haters
Friday
chat.
night.
You can't do anything you want, man.
Trying to think who else. You guys listen to Glaive?
No, who are they?
Dude, Glaive's like this 17-year-old out of like North Carolina. It really blew up when he was like 15. The whole hyper pop scene, but he's so fucking good. This album in
Is
particular,
this bottom middle?
yeah, bottom middle.
I was gonna put Delete Zeke or Jane Remover on.
I was thinking about putting delete Zeke.
Delete
Zeke's also not
Yeah,
delete
they're
Zeke
friends.
anymore.
They're friends.
I know, Jane. I was
Yeah.
really hoping you would put him on so then we could say it, but it worked
Yeah,
out with the
I was,
echo.
I was thinking about it, but I don't know what I would replace delete Zeke.
Yeah, same here.
Maybe, dude, I don't know. Like, I'll always listen to Crystal. I'll probably always listen to. Is it Fractal or whatever? What's it called?
Fragility.
Fragility. Yeah, sorry, Fragility. I'll probably always listen to Fragility, but not. I don't know. It could replace Crystal Castles because it's same kind of
You see, my reasoning
not
was
the same genre, but same mood that
Yeah.
I'm in, where I'll listen to Delete Zeke that I would to Crystal Castles, where it's like, I don't know.
my reasoning was it just came out too soon. So like I've listened to it like hundreds of
Why
times.
is Nick modded in here? Unmod Nick.
Oh yeah, my bad. Who did this? Was it you, Chris?
Unmod him and then time him out for 300
I
seconds.
don't have mod. I don't even have mod in the Discord. I do not want mod in the Discord.
Too emo, you know what to do.
Yeah. I don't know. Crystal Castles, I feel like that's one of the only. It is like very tricky for me to listen
Whoa,
to.
I can time out Nick? He's
I
a mod.
unmodded
But
him.
he's done. He's unmodded.
I added him again as a mod, but he's timed out.
Okay, that's good.
So let's make that compromise.
Okay.
Yo, Nick, get in here.
Yeah, Nick. Let's hear your top.
Yeah, what are your
Nick.
top nines?
I want to hear the
Um,
one guy that said he's a musician.
How much
Jordan.
it cost to be
Hey, Jordan, make a 9x9 and you can get in here.
Danscape, make us an offer we can't refuse. Oh, someone get rid of this guy.
What
Too
sword?
emo. Come on.
They're all kind
Hell.
of.
Hey, you're not allowed to laugh
laughing
at
at it.
that.
I'm
Go get some
laughing at the
bitches.
fact that it's becoming a problem because we're acknowledging it.
Yeah, I'm not saying it.
Don't try it, Emo says. That's good. Where is Luke
Next-
been? Is Luke like mad
Luke's-
at us?
He went outside.
No.
Luke's mad at me, yeah.
Luke's mad.
I screamed at him for not making a t-shirt for me in 8 minutes, and now he's disappeared.
All right, what else do we got? We got Tiger's Jaw. We got the same album in the same
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. And then I guess to add variety, Wicca Phase's first album, the white one,
Mm-hmm.
best album. The Secret Boy.
I like Wicca Phase a lot.
I don't like New Wicca, but
I don't know if I've listened to New Wicca.
no. Like he was because I was a huge like GBC fanboy for the longest time.
No, you guys pick these albums. I would not waste my time. You are not on my level.
You know, Jordan.
I actually agree with what that guy's saying.
Jordan,
Put your little 3x3 in, and we'll check it
you
out.
guys have no taste in music. I am musician, so I would know. Wait, this Jordan guy's hilarious.
Yeah, I like this guy. Let's get him in here.
Jordan, get on here.
We're looking for guests for the podcast, Jordan.
Yeah.
If you're interested.
What kind of music do we make?
We've been looking for a musician, and
yeah, we've been looking.
We have not been able to book a musician as a guest.
Yeah.
So this is Jordan. He's actually a musician.
My brother was. Speaking of that, my brother was telling me he wants to come on and talk about like, because my brother's worked in like recovery, like rehabs and stuff like that, like detoxes and stuff, and he wants to come talk about stories from that.
So
I think it's
I
like
wanna hear
really fucking funny.
Oh, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because he said it's not a HIPAA violation if you don't tell them the names, if you're not specific about it.
If you just said a friend told you.
Yeah, there's loopholes. Jordan, you don't even have polyphia on here, so I can't take you serious.
See a little math
Jordan,
rock guy.
Jordan, get on here.
Jordan, take a lap.
Jordan, drop and give me 20. I don't care about anybody's any opinion that they have if I don't think that they would fight me in in any situation, if I wronged them.
I bet Jordan's a dream theater kid, aren't you?
If they would never fight me under any circumstance, I don't respect their opinion, and I feel like Jordan feeds over here.
Yeah, if you go to the,
not gonna.
I wouldn't waste my time on you.
I wouldn't even waste my time explaining.
I do think he was joking, but that is a classic.
Do you think he's trolling? You think he's trolling?
I think he's trolling. Yeah. Jordan, are you trolling?
That's a good troll.
I would troll. That's how I would troll.
Oh shit! Sorry, we still have 2 more here. I think. Jordan, put your 3x3 in here. Get in here. We'll debate it while we listen to Bill Evans.
Wait.
Yeah, shout out Bill Evans.
What's your 10th, Chris? What's your 10th album?
Well, I don't really want to talk about Bill Evans, but it's Bill Evans. But I'm saying Red Light by Blade.
Oh, I'm not a Blade guy. I'm an Echo 2K stan, but I don't consider myself a drainer,
I don't either.
I'm not anymore.
Like Echo, but I do not care about anybody else.
I will say
Echo's verse in Obedient makes that album.
That Echo Blade album, Crest, is really good, surprisingly good, because I don't like Blade at all.
I don't like New Blade, where he's like a girl now.
Who told you that?
Look at his Wikipedia. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like cringe to go to when people were going to the Drain Gang tour. It's like, dude, you were wearing Abercrombie in 2017. This isn't for you. I would never I'm not associating myself with that group anymore.
Man, how do you even ban people on here? Hide user on this channel? Is that it?
What happened?
The only thing I know how to do is give 300-second timeouts.
I think
Chris got canceled as a transphobe.
I don't even know because I said Blade's a girl now.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
Shouldn't have done that.
I'm not a big Blade listener. I'm not.
You guys just gotta understand,
stuff.
Red Light, #1 Blade album. Probably is I don't know, because early before that, it's like early Young Lean. Early Young Lean was like, that was a good like joke rap album. Like Hurt,
He's
people
still
are
touring in Sweden, believe it or not.
really.
Oh yeah.
What, Nick? You're gonna type out the N-word too? We got a lot of we're getting a lot of work out of 2ema right now.
Okay, we need to.
We're giving him a 200% raise,
Guys,
and I'll take it out of my cut.
now we made like
My cut is $0. I've zero.
I think Skinny Skinhead sent us some money earlier, so 2ema you're gonna get like $1. Let's see.
Yeah, 2emo, you have the same salary as me, so.
This is a for-profit or a non-profit.
This is a non-profit.
This is going to the same foundation. Whatever Chance the Rapper donated to on Acid Rap, that's what we're donating everything to.
Hey guys,
We do a fucking.
everything
You guys are probably all going to be doing stuff. I might try and figure out a way to stream something at all and do a Thanksgiving stream because I'm not going to be home.
Oh, I'm kind of down to do that.
What? You're down for a Thanksgiving? You're not doing anything Thanksgiving?
I'm trying to ignore my whole family.
All right, we're doing a Thanksgiving stream for all those non-family havers.
Colin, why are you unhiding people that are
Because he
spelling
did
out
put
the
it. He
N-word?
put an M. He put an M.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Jordan's
No, he didn't.
memeing, right?
He put
No.
an M.
No, he... Oh.
Jordan's memeing. He's got to be.
I don't know about
Jordan.
this.
Shout out Jordan Deeds.
Shout out Jordan.
We
Deeds.
kind of need this conflict.
He's
right
like
now.
a big troll.
Uh,
When is American Thanksgiving? I think it's like the 17th. No, 24th or something,
It's the
right?
last Thursday of the month. It's our the 17th already passed.
Yeah, I know.
The 24th.
I'm
Yeah.
retarded.
Well, we're thinking...
Oh,
Ban Johnny for 300 seconds. Okay, what the fuck is going on in our chat?
I don't know, man.
Can we stop banning people? Because like it makes people want to get banned for whatever reason.
I can tell you.
I
that.
think it
And then Jordan
really
Deeds is
depends
much
on
troll.
what they're saying.
You're watching us on Switch? On
that's huge.
All right, we need to
That
do
is
something that
crazy.
doesn't include the chat. Let's
Let's
call
do the-
Joa. See what he has to say.
Let's do the chat
Call
stay
Joa.
quiet challenge.
Did I FaceTime Joe?
I'm calling him already.
What's the World Genius intro song? Joa told me to ask you, but you didn't reply on IG. I don't know what.
Joa's
the
the
fuck
guy who found the song and then showed it
Wait,
to us.
what? Joa, what?
I think
World
you
Genius
thanked him in like the
intro song?
first. Yo, where you at?
I'm at La Pintoresca Skate Park.
Shit. Well, do you want to join the Discord real quick? You have your top 9 albums.
9? Yeah, I got it for sure.
All right, join the call real quick. How about?
Damn, he must have taken a break in traffic to stop and skate real quick.
That's how much he cares about us.
I don't know what World Genius intro song you're talking about.
You
Yeah.
guys say it in an early
Get
episode.
that Chris guy out of here.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Joe, the Joe
no.
man.
Sweet Prince.
What's your top 9 albums of all time, motherfucker?
All right. Starting off, I do not have this prepared, but I'm just gonna do it. Let's see. Starting off, I got The Great Malenko by Insane Clown Posse.
Okay.
Okay.
So far, we all have that one, but go ahead.
Yeah, we all had that one covered.
Number 8, I got Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson.
That's
That's a single, but
two
I
good
respect
songs.
that.
Am I reading these wrong? Wait, no. I thought Breakaway was a album.
Oh,
album.
it's also a
That's
single.
now-
yeah.
Good songs on it.
Okay. What'd you say, Johnny?
It's got 2 good songs on it.
Well, they're really good songs.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
I
true.
guess that makes up for the other bullshit.
All right. I thought this was my list.
Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, then I got The Fame by Lady Gaga at number 7.
Okay. Where were you when you heard this album for the first time? And what did it mean to you?
To be honest with you, I think I've only heard like 2 songs off this album. I'm just reading through my liked songs on Spotify.
You got 9 of them.
See, the thing is, you guys know that I'm not really like a
Music
really a big
discovery guy.
music guy, and more than that, I'm not really like a super good archiver of information, you know?
Yeah, you should have heard Andrew earlier. He name dropped every single artist he's ever heard. Starting in the
we're-
year 1800.
That's what we
I was
call
listening to
yin
him-
and yang.
He was describing Brazilian protest music, which was
Yeah.
a cool little 25 seconds I tuned in for.
You caught the best part of the stream.
Yeah. Let's see. Then I'll do. What am I on? Number 6.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you guys saw. Everyone was waiting for this. I got a Certified Lover Boy at number 6.
Mm-hmm.
What's so funny?
I'm not laughing.
Okay. And then number 5. We got Take Care, deluxe
Okay.
version.
Oh,
100%.
100%. Okay. Damn, this is a lot of stuff. Oh, Forced Witness, Alex Cameron, number 5.
You.
We were saying that's
Um,
the one album that ties us all together.
Love that album.
It was on mine, but
What's the other one he did right after that?
Miami Memory.
No, not that one.
Jumping the
newest
Shark. Miami Memories
the
is
Shark is before.
the newest
No,
one.
Miami Memory came out like 2019.
Oxy Music, baby. Love that album.
Oh, he came out with another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oxy Music is banging. A little more sophisticated. Not as many bops on there, but excellent stuff. Wouldn't you agree, Johnny?
Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm a Jumping the Shark fan. After Forced Witness,
All
I
right.
think Jumping the Shark is the best.
Number 3, The Carter 4.
Oh,
Wow.
You're reading
That
you're
track
reading the
list.
chat now, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I'm reading my Spotify shit.
I respect that.
And then number 2. Let's see. Let's do.
Blowing.
Let's see. What's I guess we'll do "Come Over When You're Sober" Part 1 at number 2. And then for number 1, Foo Fighters' Greatest Hits album.
Dude, you
That's what I
watched the
got.
documentary.
Hey, did you cry when that drummer guy died?
No, I didn't know who he was.
Johnny, you just spoiled it.
Wait, he's dead? No, I got a bunch of bangers on here. I didn't even mention Justin Bieber or Ed Sheeran. Norman
Mhm.
fucking Rockwell by Lana Del Rey.
Good one.
All hits on that album.
Damn, look at that album cover for the Foo Fighters.
Dude,
Greatest Hits.
watch fucking what's his name be like, oh, Joa's is based. The fucking troll guy, Jordan Deeds. What do you think about Joa's picks, Jordan Deeds? There's a guy. We've got a troll in here, Joa, telling us that none of us know anything about music theory.
Well, Andrew does. So
Yeah.
that guy, I don't know about you morons, but I know you guys like music, which is good enough. Andrew definitely knows a thing or two, I'm sure of it.
Yeah, where's
He
this
does.
Jordan guy when we need him?
Yeah, and Jordan, you should do Thanksgiving League stream.
Jordan,
you
real
know-
quiet.
Yeah.
You know who else is low-key? Kind of goat sauce is Claro Immunity 2019.
Industry plant.
She's kind of bad.
I don't
lie.
care where the fuck she was planted.
Chris is horny as fuck over there.
Dude, she is bad. Chris is just like engaging with his true monologue, you know?
Social
Yeah,
Distortion
she's-
is my favorite band, says CCC.
I was gonna not read that out.
I agree with that, actually.
Ban that guy. Oh,
I'll go
someone
see
already
him
did.
in
Someone.
December.
Oh, never mind. Jordan typing up an essay.
Flamboyant by Dorian Electra.
Yeah, also good.
Yeah.
Dorian Electra's got the hits. I think that's about it.
E is E up there for you, Joe? Echo
E?
2K?
You know, I like that one, but I just Hyperpop I think has soured a little bit. Like,
That's not
And-
even Echo 2K is not hyperpop.
are you sure?
Yes.
Well, I feel the same way about Echo 2K as I do like most Hyperpop, which is
Oh.
that I don't like it nearly as much as I did, but I still like it.
You don't have a Nav
Like-
album on here?
A what?
A Nav?
Do I have one?
You gotta have one, right?
I actually don't. I'm sorry to tell you.
No Kodak?
You know, I think both of you guys, I love Kodak too, but I think both of you guys are bigger Kodak fans than I am.
I'm on Team Joa here.
So I like him, but I don't want to pretend that I'm as big as a fan as you guys are, or else I'd be lying a little bit, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
No, Mikey Oz. I should have put Mikey.
Mikey doesn't have an album.
Mikey doesn't have an album. That's true.
If he did, it would be on
If he
here.
did, it would be on mine for sure. 'Cause
You know what I
Never
used to
Give
love?
Up by Mikey.
When I was like 17, I really liked Whitney, and now whenever I listen to Whitney, it makes me really upset.
Hmm.
Do you remember Whitney? No.
You know
oh,
I
Whitney
like I
Houston?
knew that people were Whitney fans.
Undertale soundtrack is really good. Yeah, that's going on our. That's going to be a different whole thing though. That's
Okay.
our
Oh, did someone
video
mention
game.
this?
No, I don't think so.
Joa,
said
how long did your
Undertale.
Mac DeMarco phase last?
See,
Forever.
Colin and I have a little bit of a zag on this one. I think that Mac DeMarco has gotten better as an artist, and I think all of the people that were really, really horny for him when he was semi-cringe was still good, but semi-cringe. We're all like, oh, well, that was a cringe period. Now I'm not going to listen to him anymore. But like, his music has not gotten worse at all.
Yeah.
I
His
agree.
albums are so
I
good.
agree.
Yeah, everybody thought like, oh, Mac DeMarco is like a total fad. Like, I don't even know what a good comparison would be, but everybody like tried to move on from it, like discard him as a phase, and then he released This Old Dog, was
I
it?
know that album.
That
Fucked my
album was
ass.
like one of his best albums.
Yeah, love that album.
I think it's hard to separate like an artist from the fan base.
Yeah, that's true. Like fucking Brockhampton's probably the most
Yeah, but-
famous fan base
Oh,
ever.
what's the
Luckily-
most?
Fuck Brockhampton. Brockhampton still owes me money.
Luckily for Mac DeMarco, though, that all his annoying fans left, so that's good.
That's true.
So we're good.
Yeah.
We're purged.
What?
It's
so,
kind of like you can't say you're a Tyler the Creator fan because those guys are
Ew,
fucking
ew.
annoying.
oh, Brockhampton. Brockhampton has the worst fan base.
I
Like,
don't even like Tyler the Creator's current music anyway. I think he's like doing algorithm music.
Rex Orange County, worst
Oh, like
dude
dude,
ever.
when he got outed as a fucking
Is he in jail?
Wait, what? Rex Orange County got
Yeah.
outed? I would have been.
Dude, I'm
fucking-
pretty sure he's like charged and in
no,
jail.
no, he's
Rex
gonna go to
Orange
trial
County
next
jail.
year. I think.
Yeah,
he's
he's
going
been
to trial.
charged.
So
Dude.
stoked. I hated that guy.
Dude, that is the most like satisfying win for
Oh
Rex
my
Orange County
god,
haters.
dude! I'm gonna get drunk tonight.
No, Rex
Dude, me
got,
too.
Rex
You
got
going
more
to
than
Orange County,
accused.
Joe?
Rex
Yeah, I'm
got
coming back.
fucking
I'm coming back to
charged.
Rex Orange County.
Well, let's
Rex has been
celebrate the downfall of
charged.
Rex.
The reason it's such a fucking like cathartic like accusation is because he's such like a mega soft boy, you know, like I'm so fragile, you know, and I'm so in touch with my emotions. He's just using that shit to try to get laid.
What did he
Yep.
do? No, but also, okay, here's the thing though.
He raped
These
a lot.
people, no, these people with these like,
What do you mean
no,
no?
these toxic fan, no, the toxic fan bases like fucking Brockhampton and shit like that, like the really like indie pop, like it's like almost like a fucking pop band like BTS. like the really into you fan bases where they feel like they're friends with you and they know your life and everything, they always end up turning on you.
Like our
So-
fans.
Yeah.
No, yeah. See, our fans will
have to
fucking
be.
turn on us so hard because they feel like they're our friends.
Yeah.
So if we wrong
Parasocial
them,
relationships.
Dude, the growlers is the worst of them all. I fucking
Dude, some
hate.
girl at Orange Coast College was trying to flirt with me, and she was like, "You look like you listen to the Growlers," and I was like,
whoa,
"Huge strike out by you, milady."
we can never. I would have to teach you way too much for this to work out.
System of a Down. The System of a Down just has the entire Armenian nation behind them.
Are you
Little
serious?
Dark Age by MGMT is a good one.
Stop
that
acting
is a
like we
good
don't
one.
go way back on. Yeah, man. I'm sorry. I switched up.
Who was the Brockhampton guy that got kicked?
Amir Vaughn.
Yeah.
Amir,
I gotta
he sucked.
go.
That fool had one flow.
Bye.
I'll see you.
Alright,
I'll see
later,
you guys
John.
soon. I'll
Alright,
get
later.
back on if you're still on when I'm driving.
all right.
Dude,
You
we
better
told
start
you
drinking.
guys he was just in traffic.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
He's
He
here.
just
guys.
parked in traffic.
Yeah, he just had to.
Dude, you know how LA traffic is.
Literal
Dude,
big
Kevin
dog.
Abstract thirst followed me and unfollowed me in the
Shut
span
up.
of 2 weeks. I'll send the photo. He followed me
Kevin-
first.
Hey, Gmo, you're on thin ice.
Shut
Just
up.
remember.
What year was this?
I was a freshman in college. So like
Damn,
2018,
dude.
2017.
That's when you were like super skinny.
Yeah.
The Kevin Abstract likes them young, bro.
Yeah. I wish I got clout off that, but no.
Dude. Kevin Abstract was on that James Charles shit.
Dude, they all like little like I think they're all like I'm not going to speak out of things I don't know, but I think there's a lot of allegations that they're talking to like fans who are minors, regardless of
Dude,
gender.
they all fucking do, man. It's because like the fans that are like I think that people do that because like the young fans are like the ones that like worship you. Like it's like a weird dynamic, you know? Like I don't even think you should talk. I don't even like talking to anybody that's under the age of 25.
Except for Larry Skateboard. Larry Skateboard's a cool guy.
Yeah, I
Larry
like to talk to
Skateboard?
him.
Is
I like
teaching
to,
wisdom.
he's the only 16-year-old I've ever liked to talk to.
He's got a way with words.
He really does. Larry Skateboard is a fucking cool ass dude.
He uses words in a way you don't think are possible.
Yeah, Larry Skateboard's 16. He's prolific. It's crazy. Larry Skateboard's, if he dropped an album, it'd probably be up there for me.
He uses words in a
He
way
was
you
going
didn't-
off on the freestyle.
Dude, he really was.
What
Larry
happened to
Skateboard
James?
is inspired.
Guys, protect Larry Skateboards from Brockhampton and James Charles at all costs. You got 2 more years, Larry.
Larry Skateboard's got it. He's just got it. You know?
He's not even here, man. He's
I
probably
know.
doing
Larison
something. It's
Skateboards?
He's
Friday.
doing something for
Larry
sure.
Skateboard is too young to have allegations.
Yeah.
But they're
If
not
there was
coming.
any allegations against him, it'd be against the other person.
Yeah.
You know?
Y'all remember Hoodie Allen? I don't remember Hoodie Allen. Do you guys?
Hoodie Allen,
I did not listen to Hoodie
Is
Allen.
he from our
I was-
Discord? Oh,
I was
No,
smarter
it's
than
a,
that.
It's a fucking thing. Hoodie Allen's a musician. Or a group. I don't know. But I remember not liking it when I heard about it.
Oh man, now I just have all these fucking Joa albums on the
Oh
screen.
my god. I forgot. I didn't do the Pixies and Frank Black are like up there for me as best groups or musicians of all time.
all right. Here's what we'll do now. We all get to pick a song for everybody to shut up and listen to.
Ooh.
But first, I'm gonna pee, and we're gonna start reverse order with Chris.
Oh, I
Think
about it,
I
Chris.
gotta
Think about it.
yeah.
Think
No,
about it.
you,
go
yeah,
after
no, you
mine.
got to
We're
think about
nuking-
this.
We're nuking the stream then.
Yeah, I gotta go, but it's all
Wait,
love.
what do you mean, Chris?
Oh, I gotta get
What?
ready for the bar.
Where are you going?
Okay.
I'm gonna go get
Well, don't-
real. drunk in Santa Barbara.
Why?
I don't know. I just think it's like I need like one day a week where I can just blow off steam, and the rest I can just play League of Legends and be chill.
Yeah, but why don't you want to chill with us? This is what I don't.
Yeah, it's a Friday. This is like our day to be chill.
You have someone you're going out with.
Yeah, just some of the. Oh, actually, you know who's playing tonight at the club in SB? You'll never fucking guess.
Nelly?
No, the DJs who made that song. We know Speak Americano. Pop pop Americano. Boop boop boop.
Okay. Get out of here. Get Chris out of here.
Get out of
Get
here
out.
before we ban you again.
No.
No.
Get
No.
out.
Let the record. We're keeping the record straight right here. I'm Let me just screenshot it so then I don't have to go back.
Chris, I'm pissed off right now. I'm really pissed off.
I'm sorry, babe. Oh, CCC, I do not do that, and I never have. I feel like that's just like a really bad idea.
You've never
thank
done
you.
Coke, Chris?
No.
I think
That's
Coke
stupid.
is the
Not
most
once.
boring
All right.
drug, in my
All
opinion.
right, here's what I gotta say. You should have done it, but there's no point in doing it now because now it's
Yeah, don't do
all
it
the
now.
fentanyl and shit.
Die.
Yeah.
You should have done it in
Chris,
2016.
you never did Coke? Ever?
No.
Not once? Not one time.
I'm taking piss now.
Never.
Really?
I never even like thought about it. Like, oh, this is a good idea. I'm like, dude, I can't. I get
Okay.
anxious if I drink a
Your
yerba too
parents,
fast.
That
your
is
parents did a
great.
good job,
Why
but
do
I just
think
gotta
it's
say,
a
man,
normal thing?
that was
Yeah.
like fine. That shit was fine, but don't do it anymore. Like it's not worth doing it now because the risk is not worth. Like people are dying from fentanyl-laced cocaine, and the
skate,
high of cocaine is literal shitty.
Diet Coke all the way.
Unless you're the kind of person that would get severely addicted to it, in which case it's great. But then you have a cocaine addiction problem, and you're an asshole. Stick to Pepsi.
Yeah. Hey, check general, dude. I'm not lying.
Genital?
They didn't believe me.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. You were
I
in
should've
his
done something
rotation.
Yeah, I should have done something strange for the
I
chance to
did
meet Claro.
cocaine once. Was sick. Funny Monkey Pictures. Do you want to come share your experience?
Funny Monkey Picture. I want to talk to Funny Monkey Picture.
You don't talk, man. He's
Yeah, what's
Is
what's
he-
it like?
this
Is-
guy
is it just
is
cool?
Not in
like
our
a
Discord?
professional anonymous guy.
Is
and
he
I
in our
respect it.
Discord? Funny
Yeah,
Monkey
he's
Picture, are you in the Discord? Oh yeah.
yeah, he's
you're-
in there. He's called Funny Monkey Picture.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has his
He has his
role.
own role. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Johnny,
Funny
he's
Monkey
the
Picture.
only person I allowed to have the @everyone chat.
Yeah, I
besides us.
remember that. Yeah, Funny Monkey Picture. Can you hop in a VC right now, and I'll drag you into another one, and then we can just talk for a second
Without the stream.
without anyone knowing.
Doing cocaine was the
Can't
first
do
time
it.
I didn't have social anxiety.
Funny Monkey. Oh, dude, someone get rid of this guy.
Anthony Van England? Come on. I can't associate with this
Is
kind
there
of
a way?
behavior,
is there
guys.
a
I
way
gotta
we
get
can-
out of here.
Yeah. is
Where are
there
you
a way
going,
we
Chris?
can
When are you
ban
coming down to when Johnny comes to town, man?
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta party,
We're
bro.
gonna be chilling. We're gonna be.
Yeah, I'm down
Christmas
for
Are you gonna
Thanksgiving?
come to Orange County, Johnny, for
What?
in December?
Yeah, I'm gonna be down there most of the time.
All right, man.
Let's
All right,
go.
Chris, you're coming to Orange County, baby. We're gonna
Chris, we're
party.
going
We're
to
gonna go to.
Vegas also. If you want to come,
Do you want to go to
When?
Vegas?
you want to go to
The
Vegas?
15th.
December 15th.
No way. I'm going fucking. Let me check the group chat. One of my friends had a birthday thing. I think I'm gonna be there the 15th.
No
Shut up,
freaking
dude.
way, dude. This is destiny.
Dude, is this an RL video in the making?
Because
Bye,
15th's
Funny
a Friday, yeah? I'll be going through on
Yeah.
Friday through Sunday.
Dude, that's when we're.
That is actually so insane.
So sick.
All right, we're doing a full meetup. Funny
Oh, wait,
Monkey Pictures.
Are you guys flying or
Bye,
driving?
funny monkey.
I'm flying there and then driving back. 15th is a Sunday.
Goodbye, emo.
Uh-oh. Our dreams might be over. Oh wait,
Wait.
that's January. 15th is a Thursday. Friday
Yeah,
is
16th through 18th.
Oh,
Let's carpool. That'd be such a fun road trip.
wait, I might be driving with my girlfriend. Johnny's flying from New York, so
Yeah.
that wouldn't be a carpool.
Well, what if I flew to New York and then flew back with Johnny so we could sit next to each other?
Dude, that would be so sick.
Yeah, I've never been on like a boys' flight, but I feel like that would be really fun.
Imagine how annoying
I
it'd be
don't
if
like
you're on a
flying
flight
with
and there are
anyone.
like dudes that were like, boys fly,
Yeah.
boys fly.
I don't know. I don't like flying with anybody. I like flying by myself, I think. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm-
I agree with that. Flying's like nice to just do your own thing and not have to fucking deal with anybody else's bullshit.
other than like, well, no, because if you're with your chick, then they're like, then you guys get like kind of 2 seats to kind of do as you please, which is kind of sick.
I consider being with my
You gotta
chick being
do it.
alone.
You get okay. You get like a duo. It's kind of
Just
like
in case.
duoing in League where you just take up more space. You get like 2 places to kind of be.
Mm. Yeah,
Kinda
that's
nice.
true.
But I don't talk to the person next to me on the flight. Never have.
Never.
I always ask them what they're reading.
No. If I'm by myself, I keep to myself. I just watch my videos and I download like a whole season of a show and I just watch it and sleep or try to sleep. I can't sleep on flights.
Yeah, sleeping on
Impossible.
flights
It's literally impossible for me.
doesn't happen, especially if you're tall.
I'm
Mhm.
huge into because I usually fly I think Southwest, the one where it's like you don't choose your seat.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking just sprinting to the emergency exit row, huge.
Nah,
Not because
You're,
extra
like,
leg room.
pushing past people.
because you're a fucking
What are you
hero.
doing?
No, because some people are like just so fixated, like, oh, I want window, I want that.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care. I'm
Yeah,
getting
as long
on
as
there.
you got that room.
No. I don't care about the room. In case anything happens, I want the newspaper to say I was a hero.
Oh,
Oh,
dude, you know when you take that seat
No,
and
I'm
they
just
go,
kidding.
"Are you like able-bodied? Like, are you okay with sitting here? You may need to help." And you go,
Mhm.
That sounds a lot
I'm
like
like,
me right now.
"I'm a hero."
They
in
should
this
give you a
moment."
little pin every time you sit in one of those.
Yeah.
All right, would you rather serve in the Marines for 4 years or go on
Kill
one
myself.
cross-country flight without headphones?
Yeah.
Cross country
man.
flight without headphones, probably.
Dude, I would be a Marine if I could wear headphones the whole time.
Dude, I tell people all the time I would fully join the army if they let me do what I wanted to do. If I could wake up at 11 and drive the tank, I'd be so fucking Marine.
Just roll out of bed.
Dude, that's like
I'm
a
gonna take the tank out with a couple homies.
Just drinking beers in the tank.
Yeah, dude, that would be so fucking
Dude, they're
dope. Or
"Dude,
like,
what did we do last night? We were in the fucking tank. I think we blew up a village."
dude, my neighbor in Slow, this guy fucking ripped, and he's like telling everybody like, yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm like an ex-Marine. We're like, oh, that's sick. And then turns out he was like, what is it, like the reserves? What do you call it when you don't actually join the army? You just go to training. You're like,
reserves,
Yeah, the reserves.
dude, he said that he got to shoot an RPG and do like the fucking skydiving shit. And he got college paid for. That sounds so epic.
Mhm.
Dude, if you're in the trade,
but then you
since
have to go to
technically
war.
when you do an
You
apprenticeship,
might.
technically you're in school, so you can like work full time plus get $2,000 a month for school for 5 years. Pretty
Huge.
sick, untaxed.
Dude, imagine like the only place in the world you can shoot an RPG is Cambodia. Do you guys know that?
No.
Is that true?
Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
care?
in Cambodia, it's so cheap. It's $500. Plus, you have to pay for whatever you want to blow up.
Wait,
It's
is it?
been on the ballot a lot of times. They keep on voting now.
Yeah,
it-
dude. And all we get to vote
Unlike
on
the
is
USA,
dialysis.
where we're like freaking out over like a watermelon flavored vape, in Cambodia they're still letting you fucking RPG shit.
Yeah,
I
you could
respect
buy a
that.
cow. Used to like people would buy like a cow or like a super old like Camry.
Shut up!
Yeah, you just pay for the cow.
You can RPG a cow?
Yeah, Google it.
Okay, yeah, I will. But I'm gonna wait till.
Because
the show
imagine
ends.
this, dude. What if your Facebook profile picture was you with an RPG?
I could see it.
Like who? That would be so dope.
Oh yeah.
Oh look, RPG versus Cal, Cambodia.
Yeah. But also, like, I don't know if because they're probably like decommissioned from like some crazy war.
Oh, are you afraid that the RPGs are gonna blow up back on you?
Yeah, I'm just scared I'm gonna press a trigger and the whole thing's gonna explode. Because I don't think my parents know how to use GoFundMe. I think it just be really hard.
Now one of the homies can start it for you, bro.
Dude, I taught my parents how to use a GoFundMe, and now I just do whatever the fuck I want.
Dude, this guy totally blew something up, but he kind of kept the cow or whatever it was out of frame. I'm watching in slow mo. Oh, that fucking asshole.
Dude, I watched. I don't know if it's from Cambodia, but I found a video once. It was like a cooking
Oh,
video.
it's a fake cow. Fucking asshole.
Chris, I love you. If you're not here when I get back, I'm gonna
Johnny,
go
guess what?
smoke. What?
I'm gonna leave before you can leave. Bye, guys.
Oh, that's fucked up.
God damn.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Sexfind.info. Okay.
Should I mod
Okay.
them?
Is that like
I'm kind of down bad, honestly. Dude, I watched this video. I don't know if it's from Cambodia, but it was this weird cooking video where they're like spearing things and then putting them in like a big wok. And halfway through the video, this guy, like a little cat, comes up to the pot, and the guy kicks it, and it goes flying. And it was on YouTube, and it was the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. Like, actually, you hear the cat scream. So I don't trust those Cambodian people, anyone, the East Asians. I don't trust their YouTube content.
Racist. There's
It's
a lot of racism towards the Eastern Asian people.
Like
When
what?
do you stop it? I don't know, man. If I were racist, sounds like something I could have a problem with. I'm just kidding.
Have you seen a cat get kicked?
But yeah, there's a lot of.
That's a feeling
I
like you've
agree.
never
Stop
ever.
Asian hate. Yeah.
Stop Asian hate, but also stop kicking cats.
That's true.
That's my opinion.
Kicking cats is never okay, guys.
I don't know how I found it too. I think the video had like 50 views.
God. All right, let's do that. We all play a song and get demonetized challenge.
What are you thinking?
I've got a song, but let's wait. Let's make Johnny go first. I like throwing Johnny on the spot when he gets back from his little bathroom break. Here's a question I got for you guys. Why do you think Johnny muted his mic when he went to the bathroom? Does he make loud noises when he pees? Any theories, guys? Oh, is he not peeing at all and he's screaming at his roommate, maybe? Why did Johnny mute his mic? His bathroom has echo. Okay, I can see that. He's grunting. Choking the chicken. Okay, yeah. I could see all these being possibilities. Johnny leaves 2 minutes and we're talking about kicking cats. Well, we got to do it when he's gone. He's vegan as fuck.
Yeah, we got to sneak this in somehow. I'm saying it wasn't a great video, but it's the video I remember, and I saw it maybe like 8 months ago. And I don't enjoy that fact.
Did you know that? Like, I watched a video. I listened to this podcast called "Other People's Lives."
What's it
They
about?
like interviewed it's basically they interview like random people, like a furry or like somebody that's into like poop has like a poop fetish, or like an incel. But one of the episodes was a person that just curated content on Facebook, like any reported post got sent to them and they had to watch it. fucked up, man. They have to watch like animal deaths and like kitty porn and like all sorts of just disturbing shit. All for like $16 an hour. But they're all like fucking like I think she was like Norwegian or something random. I could see like somebody that lives in like the barren cold having a job like that. Like a cold winter and you're just looking at the most deplorable Facebook content.
Abril, before
Right,
you leave,
answer me.
that
Who
was
has Lucky
Chris.
on there?
That was
Yeah,
all
that was
Chris.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Chris has Lucky on there. Follow Chris on Instagram. He posts about Lucky.
Joe actually did have a banger 3x3. But I don't believe that ICP pick. I think that was a front. What's the best show you've ever been to, Colin, since you don't go to that many shows?
Do we have beer? Yeah, take it.
The same to you, chat. Best shows you've ever been to.
Okay. I mean, I went to Young Thug like in like 2015, which was pretty good.
You didn't go with us to the fucking where
I
do
went
the
to
Ducks
that
play?
J. Cole one. Yeah, but that wasn't like real. Like seeing somebody open for another artist like doesn't count in my opinion.
Mm.
Because the crowd like isn't even fully rolled in yet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like kind of like a like when I saw Kendrick, YG opened for him, but only like 65% of the people were inside. So it was just like,
Well, you don't think that's like
sad.
a better thing? Because it's like there's less people to like
no,
push you
because
around.
you need the energy. You need the energy.
I can see that.
Kendrick was actually like really fucking good.
When was this again?
Not gonna lie, that was in a stadium. That was like 2017.
So this was Pimp, or was this before?
No. This was the.
Oh, this was
tour.
Damn. This, yeah. Okay.
But he played everything.
Was it
He
a
did
long
like a
show?
fucking 2-hour set. Yeah.
Ooh.
He killed it. I mean, he's actually a fucking insanely good performer.
Hmm.
I had a lot of fun when I saw Disclosure at the observatory with Ian.
Disclosure. Holy shit. I haven't thought about that. It's so long.
Disclosure at the observatory was a fucking good ass time.
Mm.
And then I went to FYF. I think the most memorable experience I had there was like Death Grips. And I didn't know who Death Grips were. This was like 2014.
Death Grips played
or
there?
15. 2014 or 15. It was like my first experience with Death Grips. Everybody was like, oh, let's go see Death Grips. And I just like rolled up. And the music started playing. And it was like literal like demon energy. The stage was just lit by like a red light. And the whole entire fucking like crowd just became a giant mosh pit. And there was this like fucking he must have been like a fucking USC football player or something. He was like a 6'6" black dude. He must have been like 300 pounds, pure muscle. He was in the middle of the mosh pit and he was just fucking like pushing everybody off of him, like establishing himself as like the big bull of the mosh pit. And then this like fucking random ass like Mexican dude like bucked with him like two deer. They like he charged at him and they like both put their shoulders into each other. And this dude that was like 5'9" probably like held his ground and everybody fucking popped the fuck off. It was so sick, dude. That guy like got defeated.
Dude.
But anyways, yeah, that show was like it was fucking crazy, dude. Afterwards, I like everybody went to the bathroom and was like fucking coughing up dirt and shit.
I remember what is it? North Street. My favorite show I've ever seen has been Pulp. Pulp's my favorite, but the most memorable. So this is a little long-winded. I think right when what's the famous Money? Fuck. What is it? What's the famous Death Grips album? With the two people.
The Money Store.
Money Store, yeah. When Money Store came out, Rodrigo begged me to go. So we went to a Death Grip show, and I was like, oh, just buy tickets there. And he's like, you got to pre-order, man. And I get there, and the tickets, they're not sold out, but they're like, there's a wait. And Rodrigo goes in, he's like, fuck you, man. Like, you're not going to see Death Grips. It's like, it's chill. I don't really care. And during my time in the wait, or in the line, I'm talking to this guy, and his name's Gonzo. And he's like, yeah, I go to Cerritos College. And it's like, oh, that's cool. It's like right by my house. It's like, that's awesome. And I was like, oh, like, where are you from? I'm from Illinois. I just like moved out here to go to Cerritos Community College. It's like, that's really fucking weird. And we talked for like an hour, and we both get in, and I'm like, hey man, really nice talking to you, man. Hopefully see you around, like, since I live near Cerritos. And he was like, oh yeah, great time. And then that Death Grip show was amazing. Like, it was so chaotic at the end. They had like a little MacBook, one of the big ones, you know, whatever the Mac computer is. The end of the show, MC Ride takes a hammer and just smashes the computer, and there's just smoke everywhere, and the show just abruptly ends. And I was like, this is so sick. And then 2 years later, I go to FYF, and you know in the daytime, where it's like not the sets you want to see, but you're happy to see them because you're like, I've waited all
Yeah, you're
year
like,
for
oh,
it.
that one's off my bucket list.
Yeah, exactly. So like I went to go see the Mets, and this is like a big, I guess 18, 19, like kind of punk group.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the pit, and one thing I learned when you're in the pit is, if you ever want to go to pit, don't be the type of person that wears glasses, whatever that means.
The type of person.
Yeah, if you wear glasses, I recommend never going into the pit. I've broken my glasses 3 times in mosh pits, and because you never really consider how shitty it is until they're broken.
Yeah.
The same
Dude,
thing
have
with
you
Sean.
seen,
It is
you
like
guys should all
dialysis
watch,
meter.
oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
All is Quiet on the Western Front.
Mm.
You got this cute nerd kid. They were all these German kids. They were sold the propaganda. They wanted to go kill some French people. They didn't know about trench warfare yet. This kid with glasses gets out there. He's like, this isn't what I wanted. And gets fucking blasted. Really sad.
The best way to know if a character is dying is if they wear glasses.
Yeah, dude. We need it. This needs to be a broken stereotype. We need to have the glasses noob. Like,
I actually
grow up, get rid of his glasses, become
That was
like,
me. My glasses broke one time, and then I stopped wearing glasses.
I'm so
then
scared of
just had bad
contacts.
eyesight.
No, that's one way to go with it. But
Mhm.
so I was at this Met show at FYF, and it's like 4 p.m. And you know, it's really dusty. That's the worst part about FYF back then, when it was at the historic park. Holy shit.
dude, wait. In Hollywood the other day, I've been working in Hollywood, and I was driving home. And I saw like some hipster ass motherfucker wearing an FYF Fest shirt. And I was like, damn, dude, that's how fucking long it's been. This is like vintage FYF.
Dude, RIP.
But the irony is that wearing an FYF shirt probably was like not cool until it was vintage.
It was never cool.
Yeah, it's still not cool. It's
Yeah.
just like iconic.
Mhm. What is it? Yeah, I was watching the Mets, and I was in the pit and just running around, and I get pushed over, and I'm about to get trampled, and I'm, you know, like heartbeat rising, and I see, like, out of the dust, I see a solitary hand reach out to pick me up, and I pull it, and as I'm going up, I see the guy, and it's the same guy.
Gonzo.
It's Gonzo from 2 years ago.
Oh,
And he
dude,
said-
I knew this was gonna.
He said, Andrew, it's me. And I looked at him doe-eyed, and I said, I love you, man, but I gotta go back in. And I never saw him again, but that was the craziest experience. But that wasn't the best show. It was definitely Pulp. Pulp played 5 encores. Did I tell you? No, I must have not. But did you ever get into St. Vincent or the Tune Yards? Do you remember
No.
when they were big?
No.
Well, there's a venue in Pomona called the Glass House.
Okay.
I think it's still called the Glass House, and
Yeah, it's like small, right?
yeah, it's pretty small. It's actually really nice. I saw Flatbush Zombies there. I saw ASAP Ferg, Big Freedia. Actually, Glass House is an underrated venue. It's just in such a shitty area you don't want to go, but they get kind of decent people.
I love I love Pine Grove.
But what is it? So my friends got tickets to see Tune Yards, and I was like, I'm just gonna go. Tune Yards in St. Vincent. I was like, I'm just gonna go. If they don't have tickets, I don't care. I'm DD. I'll just walk around. And they ran out of tickets. So I was like, you guys enjoy the show. I'm just gonna walk around. And at the same time, at the Fox Theater, which is an infinitely better looking venue, Pulp was playing. And I had no idea who Pulp was. And the scalper came up and he was like, you want to buy front row tickets to Pulp? And I was like, I got time to kill. Like, how much? He's like, $70. It's kind of pricey. I'm in high school, but fuck it. And I see in the front row. Do you remember Mackenzie? My friend
Yeah.
Mackenzie was she was in the line waiting, and she was like, "What are you doing here, Andrew?" It's like, I don't know. I just bought tickets off a scalper. He's like, do you realize how hard it was to get these Pulp tickets? Like, it's the type of thing where when they come up, like, the tickets sell out in 5 seconds. How much were your tickets? It's like $70. I bought tickets for $150. And then we looked at the tickets, and I had better seats than she did. I was in the pit, and she was like on the second floor. And she was like, God, I really hope you like Pulp. And I was like, who's Pulp? Because I didn't realize what tickets I bought. And she didn't talk to me for like another 2 years after that. She was actually really upset. But they did like 5 encores. What's underrated is watching a really good band that you don't know, and then figuring out what the songs like they played. Because I listened to every Pulp album after that, and I was like, oh, they played that song. I like that song. And then becoming a super fan that way. I think that's really underrated. And really unlikely to happen. But that's why Pulp's one of my favorite bands now.
I like that she was pissed that she got ripped.
She was so upset. I couldn't believe it.
That's like some gatekeeping shit.
It definitely was.
That's like some hipster shit.
Well, okay, so how about like you spend $300 on a Kendrick Lamar ticket? Oh, two emos leaving. Thank you for your work, 2emo. We appreciate.
Yeah, thank you.
You're getting
Thank
a
you, bro.
200% raise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you really killed it tonight, guys.
But imagine you get like a $300 Kendrick ticket for like a back row seat, and then someone came up and was like, "Oh, the scalper sold me a front row ticket for $50." I actually
Who
get.
is this, by the way?
What was that?
No, I did guess it was like
Yeah. Who is this, by the way? I only know. I really like that song DNA. And then, oh, by the way, this $50 ticket, I get to meet him later. What should I tell him? Because you're the big super fan. Yeah, that was kind of. So I understood.
This is like the fucking what is it? Gollum origin story vibe.
Totally
Like, it's my birthday. You have the nice seats. Let me have them.
Oh man, but I've never not forgotten about that show. That is for sure my favorite show.
Interesting.
I mean, I saw 9 Inch Nails without knowing any of their songs, which was funny. I got free ticket.
That's another one that we didn't really talk about. But
Are you a big 9 Inch Nailer?
I love 9 Inch Nails. Yes. Very, very like it's one of those bands that's like I feel like people used to clown on them. Kind of. Well, not clown on them, but like think
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Like
They were like kind of memey, yeah.
Yeah, memed on. But 9 Inch Nails is like legendary.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Some of the best songwriting ever.
Soon will be memed.
Dude, I saw them. It was a weird show because it was a band called Cold Cave, I think. Was it Cold Cave? I'm getting stories mixed up. I know. Wait. It was supposed to be Death Grips opening for Nine Inch Nails. And they replaced it with Cold Cave, and I missed. And I like Cold Cave, which was sad. But it was Cold Cave, then it was Soundgarden,
Crazy.
and then it was Nine Inch Nails. And I got free tickets from this, and I was like, I've never listened to a Soundgarden song before. So this is kind of cool. And then, like, Nine Inch Nails plays, and I was like, I've never listened to a Nine Inch Nails song either. So, and they, oh god, I like Nine Inch Nails now, but what's the song? I want to fuck you like an animal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Trent was singing that, and I was like, oh, they're actually kind of good.
Yeah. Trent's
at the Hollywood Bowl.
I mean, it's like it's almost like a pop song, but Hurt is like one of the best songs of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just such a fucking legendary song, and Trent is just a legendary songwriter.
I think. Well, I do have Atrocity Exhibition. That's like a loose Nine Inch Nails reference as well. Not that song in particular, but the first song is Downward Spiral.
Mm-hmm.
I do definitely. That was one of Rodrigo's favorites, of course.
Yeah, Rodrigo
Yeah.
loves
Me and
Nine Inch
Rodrigo
Nails.
talked a lot about Nine Inch Nails. We should have had Rodrigo on this episode, but conflict of interests, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I guess.
Well, you should text him, see if he actually wants to get on.
I'll text him.
Oh man, I asked earlier what people's favorite shows were, so let me just check this out. We got Godspeed You Black Emperor. Okay, that's another Rodrigo.
Do you guys like my new lighting setup, by the way? What do you guys think?
It's not LEDs?
No, it's
I told Johnny when he was depressed, I told him to get to work on his lighting in his room.
Did you?
Yeah, remember? Like 2
No.
days ago.
Oh.
And then you
Did?
mentioned it again like 2 hours later, like it was your own idea.
Oh.
We got a very dank in the chat for you, Johnny.
Lighting is nice. Thank you, guys.
Let's see.
I think this might be my new like lighting for like podcast recording and stuff anyway too.
It works
might
really
get the
well
pink
with the pink headset.
Thank you.
Bisexual lighting. Interesting, Max.
Do you guys want to see my flower arrangement?
So favorite shows, we have Dive in
Yeah.
Orange County. You guys ever get in the Dive? Jay-Z in Brussels. God's
He's
Cage the Elephant.
Are we gonna do the thing where we all listen to our favorite songs?
Yeah.
Or we all pick one song?
Oh
yeah,
wants
yeah,
you
I
guys
already
to see
have-
her flower arrangement that she made.
It's dying.
It's dying.
These flowers.
This is a music show, babe. What's your favorite album?
Yeah. And this isn't what's your favorite flower arrangement, Faith?
Faith's favorite album, Sublime, Greatest Hits.
She's really into iration. Are you fruity at all? Sometimes I'm fruity for Colin.
I gotta
Right?
say,
Okay,
I gotta say real quick,
Colin are
dudes
in
named
love.
Max really have like embraced like bisexuality in the
Mm.
last few years. Haven't you noticed
Max?
that?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Like,
bisexual Max.
Yeah, like
guys.
a lot of like dudes named Max are like gender fluid now.
Mm.
Like it was almost like it was like a whole Max movement.
Johnny and Colin are a little in love.
We are.
sometimes.
Yeah, but
It's true.
see, Max is happy.
But
He
in a
knows-
straight-
he knows a secret, dude. See, Max knows a
Yeah.
secret. Don't let Kanye catch on to this theory I made.
I like how we have a guy in our chat named Garen.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, like
that his
a League of
actual
Legends
name?
character.
Aaron, that's kind of sick. Can we talk to him? I want to know like how having
Is
the
it a
name
Garen? Is it a
Garen
League of
has-
Legends thing, Garen? That your name is Garen, or is your name actually Garen?
Did they look at you and decide in that moment? Oh my God, he's a Garen. Because you can't just
He has a
decide
big
that
sword,
before.
and he's from Demacia.
The parents are holding
Yeah.
a baby and they call it
Okay,
a Garen
you have to-
main.
you have to have like a
Right,
glow to
Josh
you.
says Johnny gives Sona main vibes. I literally am a Sona main.
This guy
Well,
was
I'm a
right
Teemo
on
Sona.
the
Yeah,
pulse on the.
so, but I think he knows. Like, he's a knower for sure.
Mm.
I've talked about it.
Mm,
There's no way he just guesses that.
interesting. All right, let's listen to some music, boys.
I do
Colin
have.
gives
Colin
more
does
to
give
me.
more to me. Colin's a rumble guy. Colin's like one of the. Colin's one of the most.
Dude,
Has the most mastery on rumble out of anyone ever.
Okay.
Actually.
if I didn't know Colin and what he played, just looking at him, I would say you're an action main.
No,
Ten,
no.
No, look
he's
at
an
him.
Dude, Colin looks like an AP bruiser guy,
Yeah,
So-
I kind of do look like an AP bruiser guy.
and which is what he is.
No.
He's a rumble main.
Joa for sure fiddlesticks.
Joe does get fiddlestick vibes, but Joe is a LeBlanc. But it makes so much sense that Joe is like a LeBlanc main.
Mm,
It makes so much sense.
he's wily.
He's like it's like LeBlanc is a full-on logic lord fucking champion.
No, because Joe is like macro is like non-existent.
Joe's
He's just,
macro
like-
is so bad.
well, Joe doesn't like know the like he doesn't like care about League, so he like doesn't like know the game. You know what I mean?
How did he
Or he
choose
doesn't-
LeBlanc?
Well, I mean, we chose in like 2015.
Joe is like mechanically really good at League.
You think so? He just plays LeBlanc. Doesn't mean he's good. He's been playing LeBlanc since he was pre-level 30.
What was Mikey's champ?
Mikey's Kiana main
Kiana
Kiana.
on
Yeah.
a flat screen TV.
on a flat screen. Yeah.
Mikey played League of Legends on like a 65-inch TV.
Yeah,
We
that was
told him-
amazing.
We told him, Mikey, that's not good. And in his mind, having a 60-inch TV and sitting like 6 feet away from it was the same as sitting 1 foot away from a 24-inch monitor.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't work like that at all. Yeah. The
Was it-
refresh rate. And then he also, additionally, he played a micro intensive champion on a
Mm.
TV. Like literally just a losing formula. And then he tried to get challenger.
Yeah. He said he'd be challenger in months.
I remember.
Additionally, this is NA ping. Like he probably was on 66 ping on a flat screen TV playing one of the most micro intense champions in the game. It was like a silver for life, like from the get-go.
I remember Kiana, but also Rakan support. That's when I think of Mikey. Those are the two that pop up.
You are NA with 22 ping. I'm sorry, I meant Southern California. I'm used to everybody complaining about NA ping in Southern California because that's where all the pros live.
Evil GFX. What are you like? Are you like
This is where all the pros live.
Yeah.
I've got 22 ping about there. I've got like 19 maybe now.
Canadians are great League players, but
Is
you know what it is?
Does it mean that they?
Oh.
Sure.
Are you like
Yeah, ping is
Toronto?
like how close you are to the server,
Evil
which is in
GFX is
Chicago.
in Toronto probably.
I gotta say,
Quebec, maybe.
Canadians, good League players because they can't go outside for half the year.
Hmm.
Okay, I got a question for Evil GFX. Do you own a snowmobile or are you doing Canada wrong?
We've lost
Oh, close.
20 viewers talking about
Uh
League.
oh. Okay, we need to
It's
stop.
okay,
fucking
well-
Evil GFX.
We're slowly
Nah.
transitioning out to play League, right?
Oh, snowboarder and bro.
I either want to end the stream or listen to music.
Oh, well, we do. The way we're gonna end is all three of us play a song
So
we
we're
want.
nuking this. We're
At the
nuking
same time.
the stream.
Mashup.
Everyone's gonna play.
We're basically nuking the stream,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
but that doesn't have to happen right now. But that's how we will end it.
I'm down to end it now.
Okay.
Yeah. 7.
All right. Who wants to go first?
I can.
You.
I have my song.
You can.
I still need to think about mine.
I can. Yeah.
I have.
But
I'm-
it's the music video for "Security" by Echo 2K.
Okay. Let me pull that up.
Makes me, feel good about everything.
I'm gonna put the music a little softer so we can talk over it. But
No. We don't want to talk. This is a no talk. Everyone just listen.
Oh,
This
you-
is a no talk
And
till
then we
afterwards.
can talk about it afterwards.
official video.
I believe so.
Okay. Let's see. Dude, my OBS looks so fucked right
I'm
now.
gonna listen to it at the same time. Oh wait, actually, since we're not gonna be talking, I'll just listen to the. Okay. Do a countdown to starting.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me plug your. Are you gonna stream your screen? Oh,
Oh.
Andrew's going first. Oh, Andrew's just streaming. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be
pretty
on like
much.
a 3-second delay. All right.
That's
Alright, let's all
good
shut the
because we're
fuck
not
up.
planning to talk.
This is my favorite song off that album.